Hello, my name is Saltbot. I am Kismet's co-host for this evening. Welcome to Kismet's stream and thank you for dropping by once again. Tonight it's time to get back to PC gaming with the Kismet Overburdened with Love PC. Thanks to all of you, we can take this stream to another level. Let me open up the vault door and let's go inside. Kismet is waiting for us.
Welcome everybody, my name is Kismet. Thanks for hanging out here in the stream. Appreciate you chilling out. I hope you're having a great night tonight, because I am. I'm having a crazy great night today. Had a great day today, had a great day yesterday, and my gosh, I've had about a great day every single day for like the last 5-6 months. I don't know. It's been pretty amazing. I'm on this roller coaster ride of ups and downs, but a lot of ups right now. Because in your life, you know, you have a lot of downturns. You have a lot of, hey, I'm doing great, and then something really terrible happens to you. I'm just hoping to continue to ride this kind of really awesome wave of amazing things that are happening, all brought to you by just pure unadulterated, I don't give up, that kind of deal. I'm relentless. I never give up on what I love to do. Being at my age, it is very difficult to do some things like I have done, like become a partner with Twitch. That is a pretty big goal, pie in the sky goal, and I knew I only had a very, very slim chance of doing that. It's important to understand that when you are trying to do that big stuff in your life, you want to be a Twitch partner, it is a very little amount of people do make it to that partnership because they give up. The funny thing is they might have just been a couple weeks away or a couple weeks away again. Now, when I sent it in last time, I fully expected them to say no and say, guess what, Kismet? You know, come up with some other reason why I couldn't, even though I have 100, 200 people in my channel and I have more people in my channel than some people partnered and followers and so on and blah, 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 blah. It is pretty amazing. And pretty amazing the ride I'm on today. I did a whole bunch of amazing stuff. See, you guys just don't realize that day after day after day after day you have to work on this stuff. And then, like 3 months later, this I can show you guys. And that is the way I do. I work every single day on some stuff. And today I was working on a whole bunch of stuff. And I saw the wonderful and the fantastic Ash Angel was on today. She's back to streaming. I had a long talk with her. She was being, you know, kind of so much negativity in her life when she was getting discouraged in what she wanted to do. So we were on Twitter and I was talking about my emotes, and then she was talking to me about had a tough time she was having. I said, you know what, you're really amazing in what you should do. You should just forget everybody else and just follow the passion of what you want to do and just be who you are. Screw everybody else. And I learned that so late in life. Hopefully you guys learn it right now. Screw everybody else. Go follow that passion, because it will take you places. It really will. And if you send out negativity, guess what? You're going to bring negativity in. You're going to attract negative people to you. You wonder why you got so many negative people around you? Because you're so darn negative. But if you're positive, you attract positive things. You attract positive people to you. So go out there, follow what you love to do every single day. I plan to do it tonight. I'm so excited because I'm in the middle of nowhere and I got to find my way back. And you guys are going to take the journey with me tonight. Now, Friday is like my chill night. That's where I just chill out, chat with everybody. We have lots of fun. We get into all sorts of trouble. Now, if you haven't seen it right there, now she also changed her name. My mods are going to throw it in the chat. Throw it in there again, mods. Ash Angel changed her name to Ash Angel Art. I think it's a wonderful name. Fantastic. She wanted to get Ash Angel herself, but somebody took her name, which sucks. It sucks when people take your name, especially when you're known for that name. But such is the way it goes, right? Such is the way it goes. So go ahead and show her some love right there. Go over there and just go over there and tweet to her and hit that follow button. And you can also tweet to her at Ash Angel Art 2. Tell her Kismet sends her some love, that stay positive. So she's gotten back to streaming. She's back more positive. I was showing her today a bit on how to do animations in Photoshop, which was super fun. Everybody who was watching learned as well. So if you ever wanted to know how to do animated art, you missed it. You missed it. If you were in her channel, you would have saw her doing some animated art. Now, she live sketches in a whole lot of the emotes that you see on the channel. Everybody go ahead and throw some Kismet emotes in the channel so everybody can see these epic amount of quality emotes. Hold on. This is something that drives me crazy. See this? Twist it. I can't handle it. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. The stream cannot continue until this is fixed. Okay, there we go. This is good. Now, I have some really nice headphones, by the way. I got like $100, $150, and some $250 headphones that I have. Wife snags them. Wife snags them all. She was looking at my Discord hoodie. I was like, no, that's my hoodie. I earned that sucker. I earned that sucker. It's mine. It's mine. So yeah, check that out. Now I do have some wireless headphones. Let me see where they're at. I think they're over there charging. I do have some wireless headphones that are really awesome. They're called Jaybird headphones. I could also get some, Apple ones, which are basically the size of that, which I think is pretty incredible engineering, by the way. But the problem is they die on me because I stream too long. And number two is that I haven't set them up with my PC. I haven't set up with my Mac and with my phone. They are really good for running, by the way. When you go to the gym and when you want to just listen to your tunes, you can just put those in there and then they sync to your iPhone or to your Samsung, whatever you got. Oh, man, they're so good. So Jaybirds, go check them out. And I'm not going to get anything if you go check them out, but hey, go check them out. They're really nice. Of course, you can get the Apple ones, which are pretty nice, but they're like $200, and the Jaybirds are like $100. Hey, I got pennies to rub together. You got to save where you can. And they work fantastic. They work great, and they fit my ears perfect. They're great. They're awesome. I like them. Though I am kind of tempted to get those Apple ones because that's pretty amazing that they're just like literally this big. Of course, I would probably lose them, and that's really scary, right? That's really scary to lose like $200 headphones. But, okay, so Friday night is chill night. Let's go ahead and say hello to some epic people hanging out in the chat. Now, I see, of course, my mods on deck today is, of course, the wonderful, amazing DJ Chewy, as we like to call him. Show lots of love for Chewy in the chat, everybody. And also my brand new super mod, who went from regular mod to super mod because she's amazing. Right in the chat right there. Josie also hanging out. Make sure to say lots of love for my mods. I'm going to make sure to shout them out every time before the stream because they are amazing. They do help me out here, so show them lots of love in the chat. Lots of respect as well. My mods will drop Fate's Hammer on you. Watch out. I don't call them Fate's Hammer for nothing. They'll drop it on you. I saw Amethyst in there saying hello. Josie and Kez right at the top of the stream. Who else we got? Mary Dave coming in, making it rain. He loves that make it rain command. I think it's like his favorite thing to do. Come in and just drop that make it rain. Long time supporter of the stream, by the way. Very, very long time. Show him lots of love in the chat. Keyblade Knight also hanging out. What's up? What's up, everybody? And, of course, the wonderful Raz. How goes it, Raz? Hope you're having a great day today, Raz. Great to see you in the stream. Deathcat also hanging out. Aquatic Pimp hitting a retweet already. Look at that. Aquatic Pimp already going for the retweet. Mods, go ahead and give Aquatic Pimp 1,000 Kiz Caps for basically coming into the stream, going exclamation point retweet, just so he can go over there and retweet right at the top of the stream. Aquatic Pimp is like on it like this. Every single time with that retweet. Give him 1,000 Kiz Caps for being on top of it today. Ezra coming in, who donated that $25. Don't think I forgot about you. Don't think I forgot about that love you sent to my mods yesterday. We don't forget about people up in this stream. Show Ezra some love in the chat, too. Oh, so amazing. I got such amazing people hang out my channel every single day. Raiden, guys, says, Kismet, still alive here in Houston. I hope so. Big wishes sent out to you guys. I hope you guys are all safe in Houston. I know that was a huge tragedy, everybody coming through there. I was also worried about Pokey over there. He was over there as well. He said that, like, down the block they were flooded. Oh, that's some scary stuff. We just got Harvey, what was left of Harvey hit here in East Tennessee. That's some serious storm action coming through. Now, I'm from California, so when it, like, sprinkles, everybody, like, goes into, like, a panic, right? Because it doesn't rain all that much there. It stays, like, about 72 to 80 degrees year-round all the time. It's like summer is, like, 365 days, or really 360 days of summer. Because about 5 days of the year, it sprinkles, and everybody's like, oh, my gosh, it's raining, it's storming. They don't know nothing, man, because when I moved here to Tennessee, and I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about in your area, but that's some serious storms. That's some thunderstorms. The whole house is shaking. There's lightning hit, because I live like on Lightning Hill. I didn't know this house lived on Lightning Hill. I mean, right up the hill, man, the lightning hits right there. You can hear it humming. You can hear it going, woo, and you're like, oh, my God, that is like the scariest noise in the world. Anybody ever heard lightning hit really close to them? And you got that first boom, and then you have that humming of the lightning, which is like frightening. That is that close that you can hear the humming. That is super scary. Let me know in the chat if you guys have been that close to lightning before, because that is some scary stuff. That's some scary stuff. I mean, these are some storms up in here. That's a real rainstorm and a real lightning storm where it is literally like somebody's pouring buckets of water out from the sky. That is the way it is. But again, Californians, if it's 65 degrees, they got a giant parka on and a blanket and like a ski mask and everything just to try to keep themselves warm with 65 degrees. I'm not kidding either. It's because it's dry cold out there. So when it's 65, they're like, oh my God, it's freezing. But then over here, it's like 10 degrees. It's like freezing. And some of you up in other states, I'm sure it's like minus 20 degrees, which is pretty crazy. Which is funny because some of you are probably from Europe, and when I say it's minus 10 degrees, it's minus Fahrenheit and not Celsius, and we could go into why U.S. only uses Fahrenheit, because we're stubborn bastards. We're stubborn bastards. We like it the way we have it, and we don't want to change it. That's the problem with the U.S. They don't want to change it to metric system. They don't want to change it to Celsius. They want to leave it as Fahrenheit, and if they change it to Celsius, I'd have no idea, because people like me were never taught Celsius. I mean, I learned it later on my own, but they don't teach that in school. They don't teach Celsius, and they don't teach the metric system only very, very slightly and the metric system. So it would throw everybody in the U.S. off if they switch from inches to millimeters and all of that stuff. Of course, I understand. I'm an artist, so I learned millimeters and picas and points and all of that stuff. But that would throw everybody. it would throw everybody off. But eventually you got to switch over. You got to unify all of that stuff, especially units of measure. So there we go. Kismet gas been majorly affected too. Here around jumped from $2 to $2.50 a gallon. Wow. Wow, got to pay the extra bucks. Yeah, some people, they pay like $7 a gallon, by the way, like in Europe and various other places, $7 a gallon. Isn't that crazy? Now, we're going to go ahead and play some 7 Days to Die here. Now, again, today's Friday, so whenever it's Friday, just remember that it's like chill night. So I like to talk with the stream, interact with, not that I don't do it during the week anyway, but I do it kind of a little extra on Friday, because this is just a night for us to chat, have a little conversation tonight, find out what's going on with you guys. So what's going on with you guys this weekend? What are you going to be doing? Because thank God it's Friday, right? Thank God it's Friday. You can just chill out now. I don't have to get my kids from school and all of that stuff. I can just chill out, hang with you guys. Wait for my stuff to load here. I'm in the winter biome. All right, so let me go ahead and jump over here to 7 Days to Die. Boom. All right, over here, and then we're going to find out where the heck we are. We're in the middle of nowhere. I'm afraid. I'm scared. I'm scared. We learned something phenomenal last night, by the way. The world is round. I know you're thinking, Kismet, I know the world is round. No, I'm talking about the 7 Days to Die world is round. Now, some people say, you know what is square? Some people say that is like a triangle. No, it's round, bro. Check this out right here. Look at this, how this goes around that outside edge. That is the world of being round, bro. Bruh, right there. Look at that. And it goes all the way around and then circles back around down here. That means that the world in which we live, right here in 16.2, by the way, I'm not in 16.3 yet. We're going to have an epic relaunch of the server come on Monday at 10 p.m. Make sure to be here for that. That's going to be super fun. Super fun. But for right now, we're just out exploring around, and we are way off up here in this upper right corner. We are way the heck up here. Way the heck up here. Now, we've discovered some cities. We found the outside of the world, which is pretty trippy. I say we just keep going a bit this way. And then we're going to have to cut straight across here at some point. Way down here. Now, our base is right here. Pretty close to the middle. Wish you could zoom out even more, because then you can see it in its totality, right? Makes me want to go through and actually take a screenshot. I used to do this, by the way. Back in the lineage days, I was known not only as the leader of my team, but also as the person who would painstakingly go through and take a screenshot of every single spot. And then I would take those screenshots, literally thousands of them, of each individual spot, and I would put them together in Photoshop, because apparently I had lots of free time. And I would put them together, and then I would basically zoom out so you could see the entire map at once. Now, of course, there's a few people in my guild who've been around that long who have seen me do that, and that would literally take me like 50, 60 hours to put those together, and then I would shrink them down, and then I would put the maps up on the website, and I've literally had millions of people come through the Kismet BP website and get those maps. Still to this day, sometimes I get an email from time to time, hey, Kismet, I remember you from those days from Lineage. I loved your maps, right? Which is really cool. Really cool, because basically I'd zoom out and I'd put all the various points. I love maps. I love maps. I love all that kind of stuff, any kind of cartology, anything like that. I'm very interested in it. I find it very, very fun. There we go. Kismet, it was about 5 years ago. We had a big storm roll in. I was driving and lightning struck a lightning pole. What? Oh my gosh, right next to you. As I was stopping a red light. It was cool and frightening at the same time. Oh my gosh. Talk about panic mode. That sounds pretty scary. Coulter Games, howdy doody, Mr. Kismet. So good to see you, and how are you? I'm doing awesome, Coulter Games. Thanks for hanging out. Always great to see ya. Always great to see ya. Kids, I wish you and your family here, you and your family here in Hamilton, Ontario, because your neighbor city, Burlington, is having a rib fest from today until the 4th. What are you talking about, Keyblade Knight? I don't know, but ribs sounds good right now. That's all I'm saying. Ribs. Anybody else can go for some ribs? Maybe a steak, right? I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be good. I still got a belly to get rid of. I'm going to be carrying this belly to TwitchCon. I think you have something online for you to make a map based on your profile, Kiss. I think you have something online for you to make a map based on your profile, Kiss. Oh, really? I don't know. I'll have to figure that out later. Figure that out later. Death Cat hanging out. Your character is shivering. I know. He loves to shiver. Look at his hands shivering. He's in the middle of nowhere. Let's see. I don't got my coat on. That's why. There we go. It's feeling better now. That's cool, actually. I never noticed that they shiver like that. Yeah, look at that. I never noticed that before. I put my coat on and now it's 28 degrees. How did it go down? I don't know. Let's have some meat stew. That ought to warm them up. Standing here in the middle of nowhere, by the way. Little of nowhere. Meat stew. Nom, 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 nom. There we go. Warm up a little. Warm up a little, bro. So I'm standing on the middle of nowhere. Now, you might be like, Kismet, what's over that hill? Let's go look. Let's go look. Oh, let's go and turn my sounds on. Be nice. There we go. Let's go ahead and go up over the hill here. By the way, I turned my microphone down a little bit because I do get excited and I sometimes get a little loud. Let me know how my microphone level is tonight. I did get some feedback that Kismet, you just get too loud. Sorry, I get excited. I love to play some games. I love to hang out with you guys. So yeah, see that stuff over here? Which apparently the zombies can stand in, but I cannot. Watch this. See this? Radiation zone, bro. Radiation zone. That's what this red stuff is along the side here. That is the edge of the world. That's as far as you can go. Now, I can go. I can go in there and I can start going. I'm not getting those drops. Not getting those drops, but I could go in there, but I start taking damage, right? But of course, if I healed myself at the same time I was going in there, I could probably survive for a little bit. And we've cut in there a bit along the way to try to cross a little bit. Like way back here, while we were crossing, I forget where it is, right here. We cut a little bit in there and then got around it like so. So look at this. And now I thought it was square. So we went as north could go, right? And guess what? North as north can go is actually right here. We actually found it because that's as far north as we could go in the map. Because if you look at a circle, right? A circle at the very top here, it kind of flattens out a little bit. Well, I guess in pixel forms it does. And that's the actual northest part I can go, which is right, literally right there. That is the point. So we went as far north as north can go in the map. Now, I've never gone to the other matches I've never gone to the edge of the map before, so that's the first time. It's pretty awesome. I was trying to tell Banish today, and he says, no, the world is a triangle. And I'm like, okay, no, it's not a triangle. I don't know what he was talking about. Banish is so crazy. He's so crazy, that Banish. Yeah, so we just figured out that the interior map of 7 Days Die is actually a round circle, and the outside edge is actually like Wasted Lands. Now, it makes me want to go and drive as far north as I can before I die to see what happens, right? Do you bump into the edge of the map? But what happens? Now, I don't think I can get there before I die. So we might have to try that in another playthrough. So we're just going to try to find our way back, because what happens is you run into water all the time. You run into water and you can't get past that water edge. Luvatar coming in with the host. Let me throw out some shout-outs to all the epic people with the host already. Wow, look at you guys go. Let's see. 21 minutes ago, Mayor Dave did make it rain. Raz with the very first host of the day. Raz gets 250 Kiz Caps. Aquatic Pimp, 250 Kiz Caps. Monterey Pat with 250 Kiz Caps for being the first 3 hosts of the day. Mayor Dave coming in. Luvatar, Cursed Saucer. Now, again, if you go to your channel, which is up there in that upper right-hand corner, go to my channel, go /host, and then put Kismet, because my name's super easy to do now. You can earn Kiz Caps here in the stream. You can win awesome games and whatnot, depending on how many retweets we get, right? How many retweets we get, we can do it. There we go, Keyblade Knight. Every time you do that, by the way, you're earning Kiz Caps for that. So you're giving yourself an advantage when it comes to all that stuff. So basically, you like leveling yourself up, which is pretty awesome. Now, just so you know, you've only got so much time to use those Kiz Caps. They will reset January 1st, 2018. Can you believe we're thinking about 2018 already? I mean, hey, look, it's now going into September, right? We're in September now. September, October, November, December. There's only 4 months to go. And the year's over. That's like a super crazy fast year. I just realized that today. When it rolls over into September, I suddenly realized, oh my gosh, it's like getting to the end of the year. Getting to the end of the year. And we got lots of stuff coming up, too. TwitchCon coming up. Of course, you got Christmas coming up, Thanksgiving. And if you guys like Halloween, I'm not totally into Halloween. My kids are. And I used to be when I was young, but I'm totally not into being scared. I'm totally not into, like, Halloween typically. But I don't know. I do like to watch other people dress up and do all that stuff. It's just not my thing. But that's okay. That's okay. We can like different things. Thank you so much, Raiden, for the host as well. Appreciate all the nuking the stream. Let's keep going this way a little bit, everybody. Let's go ahead and see where the edge of this ends up. You got to be careful, though, because you don't want to fall into the radiation zone. And then that'll be it. So I think that's the amazing thing. I love things that change your perspective on life, both in IRL and also in game. Now, in game right now, again, we just figured out that the world is round, and we are in the middle of nowhere. We are so far away from the mega base that it's no joke. Because actually, I had to have Ro do Horde Night by himself, and I was in the middle of nowhere. Sorry you guys didn't get to see Horde Night last night, but I'm just too far out. I'm just too far out trying to explore the outer edges of the map. And that's interesting to know that it's round, because that tells you that you can't go to the edge, right? You can't go up here to the edge. It tells you that you can only go around in that round part. So if you're trying to go back and forth and explore everything, that's what you've got to learn. Now, of course, the mobs... Oh, look at that beautiful sunlight. I love sun rays. Anybody else love sun rays? Throw one in the chat if you love sun rays. I don't know what it is. It's like ethereal, right? The sun rays coming through. Something really cool about it. Something really awesome. So thanks for hanging out, Luvatar. Thanks for bringing the love, bro. Saying hello, kids in chat. Hello to you, man. Thanks for coming in. I love going around just showing people some love. Like, I just love dropping in the Luvatar. Like, today, this is something you can do, by the way. If you're an active watcher of Twitch and you like people like a Luvatar, like my channel and other channels, what you do is you go ahead and click that little bit button down there, and there's a thing that says Get Bits. Now, if you don't have any money, that's cool. Because you know what I do? I give out free bits every single day. Every single day, I go and I click that watch ad, and then I watch the ads, and I build up a whole bunch of bits. Then I go to people like Aluvatar and other people, and I go to them. Like today, I went to Tomathan, I went to a whole bunch of other people, and I literally just drop the bits on them. So I dropped like 50 or 100 bits on their channel because they're free. I mean, they only took literally like, I don't know, about 5 minutes of my time, and then that makes a huge impact on their stream. So if you want to get a bunch of free bits, if you can in your particular country, just click that bit button, watch some few ads, right? And then boom, drop them on the channel, just like that. So I love to do that in other people's things as well. Yeah, a whole bunch of ones in the chat. Look at that. Awesome. Cute emoji. Exactly. Exactly. So cute. It's a doy pause. No problems at Luvatar. Okay. Now, Luvatar, did you know that the world was round? I did not know it. Check it out, bro. The world is round. It's blowing my mind. Found it out last night. Look at this. Look at the edge of the area here. I've never been to the edge, and I especially never gone this far around the edge. See that? Check it out. Now, this is a randomized map. Now, I don't know. Is it round in 16.3? I guess I'll find out on Monday, right? Because we're going to reset the server. Now, again, if you guys would like to be part of the reset server, it's going to be totally epic. I'm going to let some of you play with the teamwork if you want to. If you want to play with the teamwork team, you can join us. I expect you to be active. I expect you to play a lot if you're going to be part of the teamwork crew. So if you want to be part of that, let me know on Discord. Just jump on Discord, Whisper Kismet. Kismet, I want to be part of the teamwork crew. I'm making a list and checking it twice. See who's naughty and who's nice. I'm a little of both. I'm a little of both. Okay, now we got to find our way back. Now, there's a massive city that we found right there, which is pretty cool. And to find our way back, speaking of bits, there we go. A Luvadar coming in. Oh, wow, I just said exactly what he wrote. Speaking of bits. Wow, we're right on the same page there, Luvadar. That's wild. Wow, so I got to find my way back to the mega base. So I'm going to go ahead and link that right there. We're going to try to get back there today. Now, this is going to be no shortage of effort because we are literally way out here. So we're going to straight up aim toward that destination and just go for it. Now, luckily, I brought some food. I have brought plenty of gas. I even got gas barrels that I can convert into gas should I get low gas. I also have a wrench and all sorts of stuff. We're going to be exploring a lot of the world on the way back. Now, I like to go in ways I haven't been before. See, I've never been this direction, right? There's nothing here. Dream on, sucker! So I've never been through here before. So I always like when I'm exploring, I go out one way and I come back a different way. This way you're exploring more of the world. And I've never explored the entire map. I've never been this far to the edge of the map because normally I'm not exploring. Normally I'm doing lots and lots of building, which I really enjoy. Now it's nighttime, by the way. As you saw, those mobs were running, and they thought they were going to get me. They thought they were hunting me. Oh. Bike go. They thought they were hunting me when I was hunting them. Let's go. So we're going to putt along here and try to find our way back. Now, I find if you're on a certain server, or you're on a certain part of the server that hasn't been seen before, eventually what will happen is you'll start to catch up to the edge, which actually is another limiting factor in how fast you can go from one place to another. So that's what basically is going to happen here because I've never been through this area. So it's literally got to generate it while I'm going through it. It's got to download that map section as we go. So expect us to run up into the edge. Now, again, if you are, speaking of bits, already took some bits off of me there. Luvatar knocking me off the bit boss. If you knock me off if you become king of the hill, you will get 10,000 kids caps at the end of the stream if you are the bit boss. So good luck to you. Good luck to you, and be a boss up in here.
Like a boss.
Like a boss. All right. Oh, look at this up here. We found a trader out here in the middle of nowhere. Let's go check it out. I love games that is always different, and you never know what's up over that hill, right? You never know what's up over the hill, and I like to explore it from edge to edge. I'm that kind of person when I explore. Oh, yeah. Now, I always look for where the flag is. The flag tells you where the front is. So the front should be over here on this kind of far side. There we go. Typically shows you what side it is, right? So yeah, right here's the entrance, but we can't get in there because the trader is currently closed. So we'll have to just keep on keeping on. Now I brought a poncho. Whoa, look out. Whoa, holy moly, look out. It made my stomach sink. Basically, I brought a poncho and a jacket because you constantly go back and forth between the two. When it's raining, you need... Uh-oh. Taking some damage. Now, here we go again. We're going to start running into this particular problem that we run into a lot when you're out exploring, and that is the water. The water is constantly a barrier between going from place to place to place. So you're always thinking about, how do I get around this particular thing? How do I get to the next section down? Where does it go? You could literally just keep driving and driving and driving and driving and never find your way around, which we had that problem the other night. So we're going to go ahead and just keep buzzing along here. Try not to fall down. Woo! Down in some hole. Into the blast. I hate getting into these areas and then it's real close to the water because it gets foggy. So there's the edge of the water here. So let's take a quick look. Anybody around us? Nope. Let's take a quick look at where we are. All right. Making some progress. Now, we can't get across there. There's a road going this way, so maybe that road goes to a crossing. I don't know. I don't know, but we got to get way down there. So we got to find a way to cross. Now, we know already that there's crossings over here somewhere, right? So we've got to keep working our way. So we're not too far, actually. We're not too far. We can make it to there. Then what we do is we know that we could try to, you know, make our way back and around and all of that. But how can we get there from this side, right? How can we get around over there from that side? So that'll be kind of our goal today to try to figure that out. So I'm going to go along the water edge. So we're kind of getting that going. Ah, doggy! Doggy wants to eat my face! Mama! Mommy! Do zombies dream? Not after I shoot them in the head. They dream of brains. That's what they dream of. Brains. Brains. Thanks. It was rated in the Noble Senpai. Would love to hear that. I'm not subbed to Kismet yet, so I can't use his emotes. That is a bummer. That is a bummer, but hopefully you get there soon. Hey, Kez, did you catch Kira in PJ Sultan? I did not catch... I caught Kira being on internet fails again, or Twitch fails. Poor Kira. Poor Kira. But, you know, some of that stuff that she does on there, I don't think that's really a fail. Though, you know, if you get on Twitch fails, you got to think about it. That's actually a good thing. Because that's like free advertisement for your channel, right? And I love that Twitch fails. I love internet. It's called internet fails, but it's also called Twitch fails. Basically, I love that because it's like a blueprint on what not to do as a streamer. Don't have an open container by your machine and then, I mean, literally I've seen hundreds of people do that. Knock their stuff right into their keyboard and stuff. That's like a what not to do. What not to do. I can't see a darn thing. It's froggy up in here. It's all froggy. I always find the largest expanses of like the blasted lands or the fire lands. Find our way out of here. How much gas we got? 21%. 21. Whoop. Fire! I'm on fire! Ah, ha, ha. My booty. My booty's on fire. Oh, it's getting hot. It's 90 degrees. All right, let's take a quick moment. Let's take our jacket off. Let's go ahead and refuel this puppy. What do we got? Let's go ahead and convert a barrel. Recipes. Craft one of them. There we go. Oh. Refuel a little bit. Put our barrels back. Because you can literally carry enough gas. If you had enough gas, you can make a bunch of barrels and literally carry like 50 barrels or 100 barrels or how many ever you could stack or ever you want to carry with you around. And you could literally explore the entire world doing that. Now, I'm checking out the outside edge here, trying to find a land bridge. But, of course, it'd be much easier if I could actually see. But I find it's much smarter to run along the water's edge. Because eventually you're going to run into a road. And once you find a road, then that road gives you a hint that maybe you could find a crossing. Ah, there we go. Finally out of that fog. Oh, look at the sun's coming up. Sun's coming up. Oh, careful, careful. Again, if I go into the water, I'm going to have to dismantle the entire bike. All right, let's take a look at the world. Look at that. Nothing. Now, I could have crossed right there. That's a pretty good crossing. I could have made my own crossing there. But I like to explore around and try to figure out where the crossings are. Again, for somebody who spends a lot of time in the base, this is a pretty good amount of time just wandering around, checking out the world. That's what I really like about 7 Days to Die, is you can change up your gameplay. Always change up your gameplay. Never just do one thing. If you're like the person who collects wood all the time, don't just sit there and collect wood the whole entire game. I mean, do it until people don't need it anymore and then go do something else. Always vary your gameplay, because I find that's what burns people out the quickest, is they just grind and grind and grind. I mean, if you're grinding toward a goal, I can understand it, right? You're trying to get your PvP armor, or you're trying to get your ranking up, like in WoW or something. I can understand. I've done a lot of grinding in a lot of different games. But don't forget to just say, you know what, today I'm not going to do that. Today I'm going to just hang out and fish with my friends for no reason other than the fact that you're just chilling out with people. I find that's the funnest time I've had in any game, is just chilling out with people, laughing, us doing silly stuff, that kind of thing. That kind of thing. And I usually do that on Fridays. It's just kind of like a chill night to just go do crazy stuff like we're doing right now, which is basically just to kind of map the edge of this water, apparently, because it's really, really far. And again, I could just put a box down, take everything, put it in that box, swim to the other side, make another box, put it in there, and go back and forth. But it's very fun to try to figure out where the game puts the crossings. All right, and we're really exploring the outer edges now. Oh, be careful there. You could fall in the water there. That's a quick fall in the water. What? Oh, Luvitar comes in, says, I don't think so. Says, I'm going to go ahead and drop some thing on the bit boss with those free bits. Thank you so much. Or those 16 bits. Again, I like to get those free bits and drop them on peeps. Show them that love. Show them that love, because you know that every one of those bits does matter. That, you know, if it's $1, that's $1 toward keeping them lights on, right, Luvitar? Luvitar knows what I'm talking about. Also, that's $1 toward convincing your spouse that you can actually sustain yourself by those dollar bills. Now, by the way, everybody, we're trying to push our ways to the next level to try to get. We're trying to unlock that sub goal to get that next emote. If you do enjoy the channel, if you laugh, you cry, you have a great time. Of course, we got an amazing community. Consider hitting that follow button, and especially consider hitting that subscribe button. It does help the stream as well, but you don't have to do any of that. You can come in, you can hang out, you can be a lurker. I do not call lurkers out, but I do appreciate greatly anybody who hits that button. And we're going to do a love train for you if you do hit it. We're going to do something signature in my stream. We're going to do the love train, which I so enjoy doing. It's so incredibly fun to take other people's love, amplify it, and then send it back out to all of you guys. All right. Apparently, we're going to go all the way around because I have not seen a crossing yet. And we're going to go right over here. And I think that's something they need to add more. Ooh, look at that. Found a cactus. Ooh, it's a water cave. Look at that. Cool. Cool. So, yeah, so far, not so good luck. Now, you know what it's going to be? It's going to be right over this way. It's going to be right over there was a crossing. I don't see it, though. Turn right when I shot. Turn right when I shot. That was tricky. Now, I didn't see it back there because we went through a whole lot of that. So, we might have to end up going all the way through here. Ooh, look at over there. What's over that way? There's a giant building there. Oh, we got to go look at that first. Now, luckily, we stopped. Otherwise, we would have ended up inside there. But let's go ahead and go this way a little bit. So I see an area here, but we're going to go along the edge, though. Because what happens is you come back later, and you haven't run across the water's edge. That means you don't know where the water's edge is, so you think that this land there, and then you come up here, and you're like, there's no land there. It's really important to try to find those crossings as you go along, or make your own crossing like I was talking about yesterday. You could literally make your own bridge across here. You could also go in here and move the water back. You could part the sea if you wanted to. Oh, I see the crossing up there. It's up ahead. It's up ahead. Oh, I see it. All right, cool. All right, I see it, so we're going to go this way. Let's go see what this big building was. Now, if you start to get low gas, like I'm kind of low gas, not totally, but a little bit, we can go ahead and find ourselves the nearest city. Is it that one? I forgot what I saw now. I think it was this way. This way. So if you start to kind of run low on gas, the best thing to do, of course, take your wrench, go find a bunch of cars. Of course, if you find an oil refinery, it's even cooler. So let's go see if we can find an oil refinery. Wouldn't that be amazing? Just randomly run across. Woohoo! Catch some air. Luvitar coming in with the more 10 bits. Thank you so much for that love. Oh, the movie theater. There we go. And we got a Shamway. I mean, you could totally nomad this. The only problem is every time... Ooh, a bank. Every time Horde Night come up, you'd be in trouble, right? Because it would get harder and harder. But you could full-on nomad where you go place to place to place. And I've tried it before. But what happens is everybody wants to move everything. And then you have to go and move everything back and forth. It takes a while to move all of your stuff. Now, that's not too much stuff there. Let's keep going back in the direction we were going, which was way over here. And you'll see I constantly switch that because I get one sidetracked and two, I start to go in the wrong direction. So it really helps me go in the right direction. Let's keep going. There we go. See, hey, Hannon, thanks for hanging out in the stream. As you can see, we're trying to make our epic journey back to our mega base. We're doing pretty good, though. Doing pretty good. We had already found the land crossing, or at least I think it's a land crossing. It looks like it is. And we're going to get close to water, and hopefully we don't fall down any more holes like yesterday as well. Now, that land crossing could be on the other side of the land, which we cannot get to, which would suck, which I have a feeling it might happen here. Look at this house right there on the edge of the water. That's actually a really good house to be on the edge there. I always wanted to make a house out in the middle of the water. That'd be kind of interesting. You know what I mean? Build it up with dirt, right? And build it right in the middle of the water. What happens on Horde Night? How do they get to you, right? That'd be interesting to find out. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. I want to eventually find out. Whoa, scary guy. Scary guy. House here at the top. Well, lots of places we could stop, but we've got plenty of food and water. We got all that stuff. Oh, look at this trader up here. Now, again, sometimes, whoa, uh-oh, blasted lands. Okay. Now, the second you go into the blasted lands, you want to stop. The reason why is you want to do a bedroll. Create a bedroll. How many more I need? I need a whole bunch. Now, hopefully I don't step and blow up on some stuff. But the second you get into blasted lands, you don't want to mess around. You want to try to, one, not step on a landmine. And two, put down a bedroll. And usually you want to put down a couple. You want one. So I learned this lesson the hard way. Some of you know what I mean. Some of you were watching when I blew up literally like just inches away from where the grassy area was. And I blew up and I should have made myself a bedroll. Then I could have just appeared wherever my bike was. Picked up my stuff and then kept going. Here's somebody somewhere. This guy. Sniped! I'm a bit of a sniper. I like to snipe stuff. I like to snipe stuff. Alright, how are we looking? How many? 10 more. So again. Oh, my bedroll done. So now I'm going to put bedroll down right here in the middle of nowhere. The reason why is because if I die, at least I'll appear here and not way out in the middle of somewhere. I have a bit of control over it. Now, wherever I put my bedroll, it overrides whatever else I've been doing, right? So it overrides wherever else I put my bedroll, which is in the middle of nowhere right now. And there we go. Okay, so we'll make another one. And now we basically get blown up. We're fine, right? We can always just teleport right here and then run to wherever our bike is. And it might be far away from where we are. Now, we could also circumnavigate this. But what we want to do is we want to try to find how to get across here, right? So it looks like a crossing that way. And we're just going to go for it, everybody. Sometimes you just got to just go, go, go. So here we are getting over here to the trader. Nice little trader area here. Doggy! There's a doggy! Trying to eat my face. And I find I just go for it now. Before I was just watching for mines and all that stuff. Oh, and there's a road. Alright, so if there's a road, that means somewhere there's a town. And this road looks like it's going to go down that way and then curve around. So let's just tool along this road, since that's a bit safer than hanging out in the... Now, if that wasn't the blasted area, I would cut down in there. So the second the blasted area is over, I'm going to cut down in there. Oh, well, it's going to go ahead and go right here anyway. Aha! There we go, everybody. Look, and we're discovering a whole lot of cities while we're at it, too. So literally, if you had a lot of food and a lot of water and a lot of gas and a mini bike, you could just wander. And I also got a lot of ammo, too, which also helps. So yeah, we found the edge here. It looks like if we cross using this road, we might be good. But of course, we got to go check out the city. We got to go check out the city and see what's over there. I kind of feel like my sound effects are real low. Why am my sound so low? Did I turn it down because of the auger? Maybe it's just my headset is down. Now again, if I get real loud or my sound effects get real loud, just let me know in the chat. I'm trying to really work on my balance of my audio. If you don't know where you're going, then the mines don't know where you're going. Exactly. Exactly. Keep those mines confused. Wow, look at this place. Now, apparently, the new 16.3 has a better kind of area generation. from what I heard. And we're going to find that out again in 16.3 on Monday. And it's like, Kismet, why don't you restart now? I know I get that question. The reason why is because I want to wait for my entire crew to be ready, right? My entire crew to launch with us. I don't want them to miss it. So if I just suddenly say, okay, today I'm going to be doing it, then they miss the chance of doing day one, which I would much prefer to have everybody ready. Everybody knows what day it is. We're going to reset. Oh, wait, I see an oil refinery. Both on the community server and also on this server. Now, I'm also... That wasn't filled in. I'm also working on some other stuff, some really amazing stuff, servers and whatnot. For all of you guys, we're going to be playing some other games as well. Not only 7 Days to Die, though I love this game. I could play it all day, every day. I think this one's like my primary game right now because I play it so much. And I love playing Fallout 4, and I love doing it. There's just only so much time in the day, everybody. I wish there was more game time and less, like, life, IRL stuff. You know what I mean? Of course, I do enjoy hanging out with my kids and my wife. But I mean IRL stuff like you got to run to the bank, you got to go to the store, all of that stuff. Now, here's the great thing about bringing 500 sniper round is literally you can just snipe everybody. Now also, I happen to have an auger, and I'm going to use it. There we go. Now I also need a little bit more gas from my auger, but that's okay. We're going to have plenty here in just a second. So here we go. Let's explore a bit. Now this is one of my favorite locations, is the oil refinery. Now we've taken over the oil refinery before and built a giant mega base with power and blade traps and went around the whole entire thing. It was incredible. One of my favorite builds. But once we've done it once, we don't need to do it twice because we already did. Now I happen to know that if you go right here and you look in these gas pumps, look, there's some gas. I mean, not crazy, huh? Crazy. We've also got a car here. We can go ahead and check some stuff. We've got some bullet casings. I'm just going to go ahead and scrap that as well. Now, we could wrench those cars and we could loot all of this, but here's a better idea. Right here. Make our way in. Snipe that dude. Look for anybody. By the way, never trust that it's empty, right? Never trust, because they're going to spawn behind you. Right? They're going to spawn behind you and they're going to try to eat your face. More gas. Awesome. So we're here for like a gas run. Now these guys also drop the auger parts, so always be looking for that. But look at what we got over here. Look at this deal. Look at that. Now these are literally, you just pick them up. If I can get them. There we go. Oh, I don't have enough room. Don't have enough room. So let's go ahead and put another... Throw that down. I'm going to go ahead and put another... let's probably not put it in here, though. That's probably a bad idea to put it in there in case it's like a bad moment. Let's go back out here. I like to put it in the middle of the road. The reason why is because if you spawn and there's a bunch of mobs by you, you can start running. But if you're inside the building, it's much more difficult. Of course, if it's nighttime, you're going to be in trouble. But still. Okay, there we go. So we made some room. And now we can literally go around and just pick up all this gas. I mean, how awesome is that? Now, this is worth a lot, by the way, these barrels. So you can just stop by if you're running low on gas. Whoop, look out. Oh, I dropped that. I was like, oh my God, it's a mine. I scared myself. I spooked myself, everybody. So literally, I just picked up 25 things of gas. And that's a lot of gas. If I wanted to convert that gas right now, let's go ahead and take a look at it. Recipes, and I'll go ahead and click and see what the maximum is. 25, which is going to be 25 barrels of about 600 each, which is a whole lot of gas. That's a lot of gas. So if you're running low on gas, try to find the oil refineries, grab it, and then boogie on out of there. Now, I can sit and loot and do all of that stuff, but let's go ahead and check over here. That's the door we were just at. All right, what's over on this side? Well, this right here is 1,200 each. That's a lot of iron. But we can't leave without doing this first. You might be like, Kismet, what the heck are you doing, bro? You'll see. This is for you guys. This is for you. Whoa! Zombie! Scared me. There you go. I love knocking stuff down. Uncle Fred, you just scared the heck out of me. I told you, stay out of my pizza and beer. Stay out of it. So there we go. Lots of these workers here, by the way. So if you are looking for the auger, find this place. Find these guys, and then you never know. I mean, it's pretty rare to find it, but there you go. All right. See, this is why I'm not good at these zombie games, because I get scared real easy. As you guys know, man, totally made me jump. Totally made me jump. The Walker says, do you have a sub to be a part of your server? You don't, the Walker. You just have to be awesome. You got to be respectful of other people. We have certain rules of our community server. Basically, it's open to anybody. You hit that follow button, you're in, right? But if, of course, you don't follow the rules, of course, my server admin is going to boot you out. Be awesome to other people. Just go in there. Now, you can, on the community server, you can group up with other people. You can team up, build yourself amazing bases, and help each other. Or you can go off in the middle of nowhere and do your own thing and build the Taj Mahal or whatever you want to build. It's really up to you. It's the reason why we have that server is because of our subs. Our subs are providing the ability to have that server. So big love to them. Of course, subs do have priority, but if you want to be part of it, here's what you do. You go onto our Discord. You go into the lurker chat. So it's like a little quest to see if you can do it. Keeps a lot of the trolls out of there. Make sure your name in Twitch and your name in Discord is the same, and your name in game is the same. Try to keep all your names the same so I know who you are. Then you go into our Discord in the lurker chat and you say, Kismet, I would like to be on the community server. Go up and read the rules. So say, I'd like to be on the community server, and I've also read the rules and agreed to the rules. Then I will upgrade you on our Discord, which will allow you to get into the other channels for our community for 7 days to die. Then you can contact my admins, and they will give you the information. You go ahead and join us on the community server. Now, I have 2 separate servers. Now, this server that I'm on right now is the Teamwork server. I only let people that I know and trust onto this server who I think they can work together. See, on this server, you need to work together because we build massive stuff. And we do insanely huge stuff here in the game. So it requires us all to work together. So if you want to be part of that, though, then you got to go on the community server, hang out, be awesome part of the community here until I know you, until I feel like I know you pretty well, and then I'll give you a shot. But, of course, if you troll, boom, you'll be instantly gone. Just like that. So there you go. So go check it out. Feel free to jump on our Discord. Let me know if you are interested in being a part of our server. Now, we're going to be relaunching it again on Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, again, if you do go on there, make sure to let me know also in the Twitch chat. Kismet, I agreed to the rules on your Discord. Let me in. Basically, because sometimes I'm always watching my chat, but I'm not always watching the Discord chat because I'm watching my mod chat, I'm watching my regular chat, I'm watching my stream go, I'm playing the game, doing a lot of things at the same time. So, all right, there we go. So we got a lot of barrels of gas, so we got plenty of gas to make it home. And let's go back and try to follow this out of town here and see if we can, and we're trying to go this way. I think we went around. I think we went around. Holy mackerel, I think we might be good. Huh. Yeah, it just dawned on me. It just dawned on me that I went all the way around like this, trying to find my way over there, right? Because this is going to go this way and back up that way, when I really just needed to keep going that way. But we did find a town, so that was cool. Yeah, all I need to do is just keep going that way. That's funny. That's funny. And that happens. So you get so focused on following the edge of the water that all of a sudden you're turned around and gone the wrong way. So I don't need to do anything. I just need to go this way. Just need to go this way and follow this sucker and see where it takes me. Now, if I run into the water, then I need to follow it. But basically, I just need to go in this direction. And there's so much resources here. I mean, there's massive. I mean, lots of stuff, lots of cars and things I can get. But I'm going to just try to get back to the base today. And it's really not that far. Once you have lots of food and water and you have stuff that'll keep you going. Speaking of stuff, let's go ahead. I get my coat back on again. Because I'm 36 degrees. I'm trying to be more diligent with my degrees here. To try to reduce the amount of food and water I need to do. Alright, so we need to go in this direction. And again, we're trying to find our way around. But in this case... See, there's basically just some water right here. Just some water. Some agua. Some agua in our way, and we want to go way down this way. And we were getting way off track there. See, I came down, went way down this way when I should have went straight across and did that. Now, we might have crossed over now into a spot where we cannot cross now, which is probably the toughest thing in exploring is finding where you can cross. So we're going to go down this way, and again, we're going to explore the other side of the river and just run along the river this way. And again, I could cross right here. I could do my little box cross, which I've done, I did yesterday, which I showed you guys. But we're just going to, again, this is chill night. This is just us going around, exploring, seeing what's going on, talking in the chat. Luvitar says, no more ad bits for me today, but I'm up way late. Have a great stream, Kismet. And have a great night, mods. See you, Luvitar. Thanks for hanging out, bro. Always great to see you. By the way, if you're not checked out Luvitar, let's give him another shout out, by the way. Go check him out over there. Show him some love. Really awesome streamer, by the way. I see Dabber's hanging out as well. Also, Curse Saucer, thank you for making it rain for everybody in the stream. Troublemaker. Oh, there he is. What's up, Troublemaker? Hope you're having a great night tonight. Always great to see you. Hope you're having a great night. If you're not having a great night, hang out in the stream. We got amazing people in here who will hopefully make your Friday a better Friday. Rita says, Serpentine. If you don't know where you are going, then the mines don't know where you're going. Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, you don't have to be a sub. It's brought to you by my subs, though. It's pretty nice of them. So there we go. Well, I'm pretty damn awesome. Well, that is good to know. That's what I like to know about peeps, is that they're pretty awesome. So yeah, if you're pretty awesome, then you're in good company, because I have a lot of awesome people who hang out here in my stream. And again, we want to get so focused on going around that edge that we forget that we need to go toward the little red arrow. There we go. Yucca! I'm very good at finding all the little trees and branches and yucca and just like running straight into them. So yeah, so there we go. So, whoa, look out! Oh, no, look out. I almost fell down that mine. So basically what you want to do is, of course, stock up as you're going along. Pick up your materials. Pick up your food and water. You can pick up a ton of yucca. You just go to the desert, get the yucca. You can go, if you have glass bottles, which you can find in kitchens, go into kitchens, find a bunch of glass bottles, use that yucca, eat the yucca, as well as make yucca juice, and you've got food and water right there. You're set for the entire game, by the way, once you get your yucca. Ooh. Ooh. What do we got here? What do we got right here? Hello there, my little bitty lead. Had to stop and get some lead. All right, let's keep going. So again, once you have the scooter, it's pretty nice because you can just tool around. Oh, I'm getting low gas. Speaking of gas, let's go in here and let's really gas up our dealio here. All right, let's refuel. Let's go ahead and get rid of that dirt. I got a jar of dirt. All right, get rid of that. And again, I'm just getting lead, I'm getting brass, I'm just getting some regular components. So we'll click on the barrels, put them on us, and then we'll go to recipes. And then we can say, okay, make 10, let's make 3. Number lock not on. 3, stop it, 3. Craft that up. Now we ran out of room. That's okay. Oops. That's okay, we ran out of room because we'll just refuel like that. And there we go. Now we're fully refueled. So you can just carry those around with you, and you're good. Speaking of stuff to carry around, let's go ahead. Not that. Let's go ahead, since we just ran into an area with a whole lot of fibers. Let's go ahead and just make a whole lot of bedrolls. Quick shot. What's up, girl? Later. She wanted to get up in the club. But sorry, I didn't feel like dancing. Didn't feel like dancing. I feel like punching some trees. So right here is a nice area to stop for a moment. Kill some bad guys. Now, by the way, when you stop being afraid of the mobs, when you stop being afraid of dying, you have such a great power. Both in IRL and also when you lose a fear of something, You have such great power over that, right? Especially in this game, like if you're not afraid of dogs anymore, if you're not afraid of birds coming and chewing up your face, you're much better off in the long run. And I've got the sniper rifle, a really nice sniper rifle, and a whole lot of sniper ammo, thanks to my epic peeps who back me up every single night. Oh, speaking of epic peeps who I'm, like, not in the Discord with. I'm sorry, bros. I'm sorry, bros! Rose being good. Hey, Rose, sorry, I totally forgot to get into Discord. How you doing, man? My bad. My bad. Maybe he's not in there. Maybe he's like, Kismet, screw you, bro. Screw you, Kismet, for not getting in the Discord. I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm not even going to talk to you. I don't feel like talking to you. I'm so, like, you hurt my feelings, man. You hurt my feelings. You hurt my feels. All right, so why are we punching a whole lot of trees? To do bedrolls. Craft a ton of those suckers up. Callum coming in with the host. Thank you so much for the host. Appreciate it. Appreciate you all hanging out tonight. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Oh, you know, I always have lots of fun.
I'm doing good. How are you doing today?
Friday. Oh, there he is. Doing good. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I've gone to the actual edges of the map, discovered the world is round, which is mind-blowing, and I'm slowly working my way back to the mega base. Very slowly. Very slowly. But there we go. See, we're at least going in the right direction.
Not in the least. I'm just setting up some dynamite for closing day.
Oh, that was my idea too. See, that's what's so good about Ro is he thinks the same thing as me. Is like to prime up a whole bunch of dynamite. I was going to do that later, but he's already on it. He's already on it. So yeah, so prime that up and get ourselves some dynamite because on our last day before, like on Sunday, we're going to be blowing stuff up. We're going to let everybody put some dynamite down and blow up all the stuff that we've built. I seriously doubt our base is going to come down. Now, another thing that made me think about putting down a bedroll is, of course, I'm going to go through the blasted lands, right? So every time I see the blasted lands, I think bedroll, put the bedroll down, and then see if I can make it through before I get blowed up. Blowed up. And let's go check out that city up there. I see a city. But let's go ahead and just see. Oh, look at that. Oh, we lucked out. Slight blasted lands and then desert. Look at this city coming up. Big old city. Big old city. Again, going along the edge of the water. Now, I think, again, wherever you see, it should definitely reveal more of the map as opposed to having to get so close to the edge of the water, right? Because that's what we have to do to reveal that edge of the map. Literally, it's very close. Where it should be, wherever you see, boom, it should then... it should reveal that map. I think it would be a better way of doing that. Look at that. Wow, another gigantic town. This is a full-on city here. This is a full-on city. Look at this deal. Look at this deal. Wow, that's an awesome one. Oh, it's in my favorite biome, too. Look at this. Look at this. It's in the plains biome. Oh, this should have been the city right here. Now, if I see this city like this in the beginning of the game, this is where we would start, because it's in the plains biome, so that the temperature is fairly even. It's got massive amount of cities. It's even got itself like a town hall, which I love that town hall. I've yet to take the town hall over. Oh, it's got a stadium. Oh, that's out in the blasted lands though. But check it out. It's got a really cool stadium out there, and all of that. The problem with you go in the blasted lands is it starts to dim your view. I don't like it when it's dim like that. See, I like it to be nice and sunny and beautiful. What's this? Prolin Petites. I don't think I've ever... Prolin Petties. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I don't think I've ever seen that. But look at this right here. This like town hall. It's like the courthouse. So we've yet to take over the courthouse, which is very much like the police station. But we've yet to take that over. So usually we take over a building in the very beginning. We fortify it. We do that. And then we go do something else. Look at this other really epic building here. A lot of really nice buildings in this particular one. Now again, I like to explore a lot and check out different stuff. That's a cool building. Lots of cool buildings here. Lots of cool stuff. And that's out of, some of these are out of cement, so it's a really great way to start. Though they can break their way through cement, especially the 3000 cement very early in the game. Look at these towers here. Oh, my scavengers would just absolutely love this place. Got a parking garage back there. Got a pharmaceutical and a Deshawn tower right next to each other. Wow, and probably a crack-a-book over here. Oh my gosh, all my peeps would lose their mind. Look at this, and a crack-a-book. Look how close those are together. Oh, they would totally lose their minds to that. Pretty cool. What do we got up here? Really fancy house. Looks like it's all broken down a little bit. A pawn and loan. Nice, nice. Some good, really nice generation. Right next to each other. It's a nice even biome. You don't have to have a coat on. Plenty of cars and resources. Just insanely awesome. Insanely awesome up in here. Got a fire department over here. Got a puppy dog. Dream on, puppy. What else we got? We got a giant hotel. Another fire station over there. Wow, I got an academy. We got a church. This is a really good one right here. This is where I would start. If at the very beginning of the game I found this, this is where I would have started right here. Because this is a great spot. Because it's a mix of different biomes. It's got all the biomes right next to each other. Look at this. Look how amazing this is. You got a plains biome. You've got a grassy biome. And you've got a... this is like the ultimate city right here. This would be the perfect one. And then over here on the side, you've also got the blasted lands, and you got the desert back here. So you could backtrack to the desert, get some food. Then you can go ahead and build your thing here in the plains. Then if you need to go and get yourself some lead and whatnot, you could go here into the grass. And then if you need to get yourself some nitrate and stuff like that, you can go over here to the blasted lands. I mean, wherever you have an area where all the biomes come together, and then you have access to all of them, it is pretty amazing. Windows! Stop it! Windows. Alright, so you guys get the idea. That's pretty epic. That is a lot of epic stuff. It's all around the edge of the town. Oh, wait, we got some more stuff this way. Wow, do we got another city next to the giant city? No way. Up, there's another city next to the giant city. Let's go check it out. Broken stuff. Yep, there's another city next to the city. Wow. Well, maybe it's just a town. But look out there. There's another one right across the way. I love when you discover a big, massive city, and then right next to the big, massive city is another big, massive city across the way. And we're going this way anyway, so we might as well go check it out. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. There's some lead back there I just ran over. Later, everybody. We'll get some more lead later on. We don't really need that. Kids, oh wow, nice town. 3 towers and a pawn shop. I know, huh? And it's a town next to another town. So once you've kind of looted the heck out of that town, you go to the next town over. Stupid Windows, I know. It's so annoying. I've killed that update. At least it doesn't try to update it anymore. I've killed it. It won't download it anymore. But it does come up and still try to remind me all the time. Oh, look at this deal. Look at this. Blueberries. We get hungry. Now, this is for, like, Gwen. Gwen loves it when I bring back a lot of blueberries. Now, of course, we have a bunch already. But very early in the game, you want to grab those blueberries both for food and also for planting for later. So, yeah, this is kind of a smaller town, but, I mean, it's got lots of food. It's got various buildings. Let's got ourselves, let's hold on a second. That's fun. That's fun blowing stuff up. What's up, girl? Wait, let's go have some fun with her. Hold on. Hold on. Come here, girl. So what you do is you run this way and you drag them. You try not to step on the mines, though I might. And you drag them in such a way, like this guy. A little fun with mobs. Watch this. Look at this guy. Come here, guy. What? Oh, you lucked out. You see him? He got blown up. He got blown up. So you drag them into this area here. And you try to get them to run into the mines. Come on. That guy got blowed up. That's awesome. Try not to step on the mines yourself, though. This is a dangerous game. A dangerous game to play. There we go. Oh, plenty of mines for him to step on. Come on. Oh, yeah, that guy's going down. Later, suckers! Ah, so much fun. So much fun. So you can drag them in and have them blow up. So there we go. I'm afraid of the blasted lands. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I've blown up a few times now. Sorry, girl, I ain't got all day to play games. I've played some games, but I got to get back to my base. Got to get back to my bike and my base. What's up, girl? Sorry about your face. Oh, time to snipe some peeps. Gotta get them in my snipe zone. Who else? Snake. Anybody else? Nope. Oh. All right, well, good enough. So yeah, so now we got this big, massive city in an awesome zone. Then over here, another plains one, another city, or a little town, really, over here. But it's got lots of food and things like that that you can get. You can pick up all this food and just replant it again. And come over here, you've got lots of water. You got a bunch of water towers. Really excellent, excellent place to start. Or to find at some point. Oh, look at this. We've got a shotgun, which is a great place to try to find some tools. We've got a poppin' pills. Got a salon. Oh, lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff up in here. And wow, it just keeps going and going. Just keeps going and going, peeps. Up over this way. Wow. What? Hold on. Is that another city? That's another city. That's another one. They all cluster together. I don't know what it is. You can drive for like 14 hours. Or I've run around for like 14 hours before looking for a town and could not find one at all. But then all of a sudden you find one, and it's like they're clustered together. It's like 3 cities right next to each other. You couldn't find nothing, and then all of a sudden you have this massive abundance of cities. Let's go check this city out. Another amazing city. All right, sounds good. Maybe we should focus on that this weekend and just getting a massive amount of TNT going. There we go. Double kill.
That's
exactly.
Cool. Got a couple hundred already set up to go.
It won't be enough. Let's do like a couple thousand. Let's do it on an epic scale, the Kismet scale. there's the everybody else scale, and then there's the Kismet. There's a Kismet scale up here. Because we have enough ammo, we have enough stuff to last a few more days here until we reset. We got pretty much enough of everything. Look at that. Bunch of towers right next to each other again. We got a skate park. Look at this deal. Look at this deal. So yeah, you find one, you find a bunch. Which is wild. All right, so you have so much resources in here. Now, I'm going to be turning the settings up, by the way, when I do reset. So be warned, everybody. If you are in the server, it's going to be much harder. And the night times are going to last longer. They're going to be lasting the normal time. Because, you know, when people are first learning, I let them kind of learn and get going in that way. But after that, I kind of... It's time to step up, peeps. It's time to step up and try to be awesome. Try to be awesome sauce. Now, I'm kind of also contemplating making it so that your belt drops. I don't know. I kind of like it when your belt doesn't drop because it is nice to have your stuff when you run back. But I don't know. I don't know. I might turn that off. We will see. Overheating. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys. See, that's why I got that emote. That emote is perfect. Let's get that out of there. Let's go ahead and just take a break. Oh, let's put down, speaking of taking a break, let's go ahead and put down a bedroll first. So the smart thing to do is to put down a bedroll first. There we go. Okay. Smart thing is to put down a bedroll first, because if you're standing here drinking and something comes and ganks you from behind, you're going to appear right there. There we go. How we do it? How we do it? Oh, look at that. We're getting back to a place we've already been. If we can cross straight over to here, then we're good. We can just go straight to the base. Man, that's awesome. See, if I'd known that, I could have just went straight to the right, went up here, follow this around, went all the way around here, went around this thing here, went up there, and then found the edge that way. Which there was no way I was going to figure that out. Just randomly. Alright, so we got that going. Now also, I just happen to have something else in here which is going to help me, called my poncho. Go ahead and do that. Then we'll go ahead and put our poncho on, which is going to go ahead and lower our degrees. And we're good. We're off and running. We got plenty of gas. We got plenty of food and water. And we got our little scooter. We're ready to go. Got plenty of ammo as well. And just follow this road. I love to get to the top of stuff. Like the top of vistas. Anybody else love to do that, to get to the top of vistas and just kind of look over? Both in real life and in game. I love just look over those vistas. Now sometimes I like to stop too and just kind of... Oh. Load lag. Go like this, right? What is that? Oh, that's the trader over there. That's the trader. Trader. Boom. That's what I should do. Just go out and look for every single trader in the game. Every trader. Okay. Oh, and look, and there's a snow biome right here. So, you got your massively amazing city. You got plenty of desert lands. You got another city down here. You got two cities right next to each other. And they got another town down here. So, one big city, another big city. You got a town down there. You got all the surrounding area. You got blasted lands. You've got flat areas. And then if you just tool over this way a little bit, you've got some snow biome. Now, I bet you there's a snow biome somewhere in there, too. I bet you if I went back and forth, I could find a snow biome right there and be fine. Now, we're just going to keep trying to chug toward where we've marked. And hopefully, this road takes us there. We're going to go out and do some exploring. It's hot! You need some drink and some H2O. Yeah, Raiden, I got some H2O. Got myself my poncho on. I'm good. I'm good. But I can't retweet again, says Raiden. That's true. That's true. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Off-road time. So we ran out of road. It kind of sucks when the roads run out, because then you're like, uh-oh. Uh-oh, how do I get from place to place, right? You can get up here and look for where the road goes. That road literally just stops. Oh, but there's another trader. How are we looking? Have we been in this trader before? Nope. Oh, we're getting there, though, everybody. We're getting there. This might be a fairly easy journey back. It was a pretty difficult one to get out there because we kept running into spots where we couldn't cross. So once you kind of find the magical spot here... Wow, that is steep stuff right there. Hello, what's up? And yet another trader unlocked right there. Nice. Nice. Oh, it looks like we got a land bridge down there, so that's good. Nice road. The road runs right into the side of the mountain. Yeah, the road literally to the trader runs right into the side of the mountain. Neener, 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 burnt. There's another road, I guess, goes that way, but still. Still. Kind of weird. Watch out for them sheer drops, because they could drop you straight into water. Now, it looks like there's a road or something going that way. I'm very much an off-road kind of person. I like to just go and wander that off-road. There's a blasted lands over that way. I'm going to try to stay out of there as best we can. We're just going to keep going this way. And again, we saw that kind of area from way up top there where we could cross. So we're going to try to keep going toward that. Oh, look. Oh, this whole area you can cross. So I don't have to go into the blasted lands there. We can go this way and follow this road. Now, sometimes it's actually good to follow the roads. These smaller roads typically will lead you to the larger roads, but sometimes they just dead end at something, right? they'll dead end out here in the middle, but as long as they keep splitting, you can keep following the roads, and eventually you'll find one of the larger roads. Like this one will just go right here, and it'll dead end at that. But on the other end of it, this road over here does keep going. You can kind of follow this road. See where it takes us. Woo! It's a ramp! Yeehaw! That's fun. So there we go. So now we found the major road. And there we are. We found our way. That's it. We did it, everybody. We made our way back from the edges of the map. Because now, it's just a straight shot. I'm just going to drive right toward it. There's a straight shot. Hopefully I don't run in. There's a little bit of a gap I haven't been in yet. But I'm literally just going to drive straight toward it. Now, somewhere here, there is actually going to be a town, I have a feeling. Yep. A little bit of a town right here. But again, I'm just going to drive straight toward it. We can't see anything because it's all froggy up in here. Oh, froggy! Bam! Found a tree, everybody. Found a tree. And we're just going to tool along here until we find our way back. Ezra says, well, I have to yet come across the Department of Transportation in the game, but if anything like Tennessee, then there would be orange road cones everywhere. Yeah, exactly. You know, I have this theory about, the Department of Transportation that sometimes they are just doing nothing. They're doing nothing. California's the same way. You're coming along and there's like it's all blocked off, but no work is being done and nothing is going on. I think they're literally doing nothing. And actually, I had this boss a long time ago when I was young who would go and yell at the workers, right? Because they'd be in there, they'd be sleeping in their car, or this is in California. They'd be sleeping in their car, or they'd just be doing nothing. And he'd go out there and say, be doing something. This is my tax money you're wasting. He's a funny old guy. He's one of those crotchety old guys. He'd be like, hey, get out there, do some work. I'm paying your salary right now. That kind of guy. You guys know that guy, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you know that guy. If you know that guy, you got that family member or that neighbor who does that. Did your map bug out after the patch? I have not gone to the patch. Did you know that you don't have to patch? You can actually go back and backtrack your actual game. Like I backtracked mine to 16.2. You don't have to update. Our server doesn't have to update until I tell it to update. So our server is still on 16.2, and I'm still on 16.2. Why is that? Because I'm going to coordinate our relaunch together with all my epic peeps on Monday. So we're going to be redoing 16.3 and starting from scratch again. And this particular playthrough, I'm probably going to be doing a little bit of building, but mostly trying to learn some new stuff. I haven't done a lot of the bartering, haven't learned a lot of that, because I like to learn different parts of the game every time I play through. So here we go, everybody. We're coming up on the mega base. Now, if you have not seen our mega base, you are in for a treat here. We have been working very heavily on our base. Right now, we're day 200 and found a cactus. Day 234. And we have worked very diligently to upgrade and really kind of push forward in such a great... So we pushed forward so much in this particular playthrough that we have built a massive, massive base. And we call it the Mega Base. And basically, it's in the cement biome. Right here. All right, so we go right up here. And as you can see, we got a little bit of a base going here. And we can also enter from down below, by the way. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll come back to up there. But you can also enter down below. We built an entrance here at the very beginning where you can just kind of go down here and then go into the base using the drawbridge here, which is pretty cool. And then later I came and built this massive catwalk. That's a lot of iron, by the way. That's a lot of forged iron to make this work nice and wide, which you can use it as the entrance for your base as well. You can see we got a drawbridge up here too. Allows us to just kind of drive in here and be way up in the sky. Look at this beautiful shot. Look at this. Oh, beautiful. Oh, put that back down. Look at this beautiful shot of the area. Now we're way out here in the middle of nowhere. We built this base from scratch. Nothing was here. No subterranean bases, by the way. We do not build subterranean bases. They're too easy. They're easy mode. I don't do easy mode no more. If you do a subterranean base, basically you can dig a hole in the ground, offset it by 40, and then it's easy mode. Then you win every time. But if you try to build something above ground with your forges and all that stuff, you get nothing but attacked like crazy. You know, I can tell? Look at this. I have 2,476 kills in this playthrough. Just because mobs keep coming and coming and coming and coming when you're trying to build your base, right? They keep attacking you all the time. So it's much harder, but of course, much more rewarding when you finally make it happen. Now, of course, I was also showing about freeways and about spanning. I was going to build it all the way around, but I think we're good. I think you guys get the idea. And so we can go ahead and drive our bike right here into our fully bulletproof glass base. There's a lot of effort and time to make all of this bulletproof glass. It's pretty insane level of bulletproof glass. A lot of lead and whatnot. And you see, oh, by the way, if you guys feel like you want to do some Dance Dance Revolution, Chewy here made you some little Dance Dance Revolution thing here, you know, in case you want to get that going on. It's fancy. Now, this is the interior of our Mega Command Center. You can see we've got lots of stuff. Look how amazingly condensed it is into one spot. And that's what I've been working on. Instead of making these gigantic bases where I have 50 to 100 or 200 boxes and then all of this wide open space, I try to condense it into using the most minimal amount of resources. Hey, there's Ro. The most minimal amount of resources and be the most efficient possible. What? Troublemaker coming in with a resub love. Oh, thank you, Troublemaker. Wow, that was good timing, bro. Good timing. Thank you so much for that resub love. Let's show Troublemaker some love in the chat, everybody. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And thanks everybody over here who's hitting the follow button as well. Thanks for dropping that Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Welcome to the stream. So this is very condensed. Every time I play, Curse Saws are giving you guys some kiss cats, by the way. Every time I play, I try to improve upon or iterate everything that I do. And just so you know, this is like base number 70 or something like that. I don't even remember how many bases we've done now. But every time I try to make it better and better and better and better and better, right? Meaning I try to condense it. I try to make it take less resources. I try to make it more convenient for my people coming in and out. Like Ro is an explorer, right? So Ro goes out, gets a bunch of stuff like me. He comes back here. He goes to the drop box. Ooh, look at that. Better one than the one I got. And then he'll just simply drop all his stuff here in the drop box. All right, so you got a whole bunch of stuff that you went out, you explored, you brought back. And then you go to the drop box, and then you're like, okay, well, I want to go back out to the wasteland. Well, you just go here, grab your food, your water, your meds. You go over here, you grab yourself some ammo. Like, right, I'm going to go ahead and top out my ammo again. I mean, that's a lot of ammo. That's a lot of ammo we got, but whatever ammo you can find, or weapons, or whatever. And that's it. You're done. You're out of there. And you're like, wait a minute, no, I need a tool. So you go to the tool, get your tool, whatever you want, and then you're out of there. So really, 3 boxes is all you need to go into. You don't have to go into food and get your food. And then go into water and get your water. And then go into meds and get your meds. And then go into ammo and get your ammo. And then go into guns and get your guns. And you don't have to go into tools and get your tools. And then you don't have to go into whatever else. And then another else, and another one, and another one, and another one, until you like 50 boxes. I've done that before. It sucks. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't torture your explorers. Now, there is one drawback, of course. If everybody needs to get into the food thing at the same time, then it's a little annoying. But you can always create multiple mixed boxes. It's okay. If you have that many people on your server, if you have 50 people on your server, well, make 3 or 4 mixed boxes and you'll be fine. But don't split them up into separate boxes. It takes more resources, more time, and effort to manage them. If you've got a whole box full of water, you got too much. You got too much. Put that in a separate box. Like, we'll put that in like a raw food or water box. Look how many glass jars we have, by the way. We'll put that in a separate box so we can use it as raw materials to make stuff, right? But we don't need to have a whole... That's too much. Nobody's going to drink all that. It's not like you're going to suddenly run out. You know, you only need like 1 roll. You saw that I went out, came back, and I only used two stacks. And I don't even think I used 2 stacks. I still got 2 water left there. How much do I got left in here? I actually had 15 and 2. So I didn't even use the second stack, which is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Now, of course, I've got a bunch of epic stuff in here that we got too. So that was pretty fun. Like so. We'll go ahead and drop some of that stuff off. But actually, some of the stuff we want to keep. I saw a better red coat. I saw that red coat. Want that? See, I see the red coat. I'm like, that coat's mine. Actually, I'm going to take both these coats and I'm going to combine them together. Oh, he's making some dynamite up in here. I'm going to try to combine these together. Can I combine them? Oh, look at that. A 596 coat. Kismet's in heaven here. A red 596 coat. I think that's probably the highest red coat I've ever made. Pretty awesome. Lol. Thanks for all that love. Thanks for all that love. Hey, Chen Chen. How you doing? Chen Chen, you got to join us on the relaunch of the Teamwork server. I know that you like to play on the community server, and you can still do that, but you got to join us. You got to join us. We're going to have an amazing night of working together as part of a team. It's going to be super fun. Super fun. Or maybe I should do the launch. Maybe I should do the launch of the Teamwork server on Monday and do the launch of the community server like on Tuesday. I don't know. You guys give me some feedback on that. You guys let me know. There we go. No more hordes this run, kids. Oh, yeah. Plenty of hordes. Plenty of hordes. Horde nights coming up. Let's see. What do we got? I think I need to change the sign because I think we're past the horde night. Yeah, let's go change our sign real quick here. Let me look them up over here. Look them up. Now, this is what spreadsheets are for, by the way. Spreadsheets are for making this stuff so you don't have to do the math. So right now we're day 234, so it's 238. By typo, let me know. 245. 52, 259. There we go. Okay. So there we go. 238. So we only got a few more days. Definitely going to be doing Horde Night tonight as we're going along. Let me go ahead and give you guys a little bit more tour of the Mega Base here. Now, we did finish the Sky Garden. If you missed it, look at this. Look how much bulletproof glass that is. That is literally like 1,000 bulletproof glass. That is a lot of bulletproof glass. That's a lot of lead, by the way. That's on the neighborhood of 100,000 lead to enclose it. Look how beautiful it looks. Oh, it turned out just stunning. It turned out stunning. Now, this is the mega. This is Gwen's mega Sky Garden. I built it for her. She takes care of all of our food and water. One of my favorite builds of all time. Incredibly beautiful. Incredibly amazing. You can just hang out in here, farm all day long. Nobody's going to bother you. Birds can't get you. Cops can't get you because this is 3,000. Each of these things can take a 3,000 hit. So you're fine. You're fine hiding in here. So very beautiful. Turned out amazing. And you see we put some potted plants in to decorate a little bit. I think Gwen's going to love it. Going to love it. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you guys reminded me of that. I also need to make a note to let everybody know. Oh, I'm cold now. I'm cold. Get my poncho off. Make myself a note to remind everybody of the mega farewell for the current base. So we'll have a mega farewell on Monday, meaning that we'll get in, we'll take a look at our base, we'll do all of that, then we'll upgrade the server, and then of course it takes about 15-20 minutes to do that. We'll upgrade the server and let that all update while we're doing some other stuff, maybe some practice, just talk with you guys for a bit while we're waiting for that to update, and then we will launch in the new thing. So look how beautiful that is. Oh, one of my favorite builds. It is massive, by the way. We just didn't build it like, you know, because you can span pretty far, especially when you're using trussing. But look at this. We did it every third space. I mean, that's industrial strength right here. Industrial strength up under here. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. And this time, instead of building a big giant thing like we did before for the trees, we just built a bunch of planters, which I really like. I think I'm going to put this in the front of the base next time. Just have this kind of the entrance to the base. There's some places, by the way, in California and in Tennessee, and actually all over the world, that just have trees lined along the road. I don't know what it is that just makes you feel so amazing, like with nature or something when you're going along there. It just looks beautiful when you have trees like that. Now, also, we're insane, so we cut this whole entire area out, by the way. We actually dug it down at the same level as the trader here, as you can see, and we made a cement biome. That is pretty amazing. That's a lot of cement. That's a lot of work. I would love to make it about 10 times that size, but that is a massive amount of work doing that. And make the entire city, make it a city level of this, right? So even take it to a whole nother next level. Because there's a lot of building. You got to think, look at the size of it on the map. Look how big that is versus the trader, right? Because you got to think that's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 traders around there in size, roughly. Of course, this side could be a little bit longer, but you get the idea. That is huge. That is massive when it comes to making a cement pad. Kira coming in with a hose. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Oh, you got to love Kira over there. Much love to Kira over there. Big time. Big time. Now, if you have not discovered Kira Corellia, I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong. I think you should go over there and you should hit the follow button. Sight unseen, on my word alone. She's doing awesome over there now. She was a little worried she's going to have to go back to getting a part-time job. But you guys sent her lots and lots of love, as well as I had some friends of mine who, I don't know, owe me a little bit, but, you know, they don't have to. I don't put conditions on friendship. Who were nice enough to just go over there and show her lots and lots of love. I know that Banish went over there and dropped like a 300-400 host on her. A whole bunch of other streamers that I know, and of course a lot of you guys in the community went over there, showed her lots of love, hit that sub button. I'm sub to her as well. I use my Amazon Prime on Kira Corellia. For all the you know, kind of payback people who do right things by you. I mean, in life, the people, even if they just do it randomly, right? Like Kira doesn't know who I was. I was just some tiny little streamer, right? I was some tiny little streamer. And she said, you know what, this guy reminds me of my dad. He's such a nice guy. I'm going to go ahead and host his channel, right? Now, I had about 20 people on my channel, which is pretty respectable for a small streamer, right? So once she hit that huge host, like 100 people on my channel, I then became #1 in Fallout 4. #1. And I stayed there ever since for like 2 years. Like 2 years, and still, if I go play Fallout right now, bam, I'll be in the top 5. You'll see. I could go do it right now. And I do, by the way. I play it on Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday, Thursday. If you guys want to watch me play some Fallout. We're doing a lot of fun in Fallout, by the way. Still going on that melee playthrough. We're doing a whole bunch of upgrades to all of our bases. Super fun. But I always require that kindness. Especially, you have these moments in your life, right? Where somebody does something nice for you. Or you might see people along the way in your life who need your help in that moment. And you choose whether you want to help them or not, right? Like, I knew that Ash Angel was need a little bit of encouragement, a little positivity in her life. And it was like a Kismet thing. It was like a destiny or a fate thing. That at that moment, she needed some help, and she was working on my stuff, and I could provide a little positivity, saying, look, I had the same problems too. I got depressed. I got sad. I got to a point in my life where I just said, I'm screwed, right? Dang it. I just got sick. I lost my epic job where I could be making 6 figures. Doing that. By the way, I could be doing graphic design right now, making 6 figures instead of doing streaming or working for Apple. It had not got sick. But that is the ups and downs in life. And sometimes life is trying to push you in a direction. It's trying to tell you that, no, you should probably be off doing this because you'd be much happier eventually doing that. And I didn't know it at the time, though. It doesn't seem like it at the time. At the time, it seems like you're getting screwed, right? You're getting screwed over. But I would not be in the position I am right now had that not happened to me. Had that not happened to me, and I had to say to myself, nope, I'm getting up out of this bed. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to treat myself better. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to take care of myself better. And I'm going to find another passion in my life that will get me out of the bed every day, right? Because literally I was going to die. I was going to just lay in the bed and die. That's where I was going. I had no choice, and my doctors just told me to do that. Screw you, doctors. Lay down and die. I said, no, well, that's what you're going to have for the whole rest of your life. You're screwed. I'm like, nah, I don't think so. I'm not going out that way. I don't think so. So I got out of the bed every day, and I love to play games. And I really fell in love with streaming as well because I started playing Fallout Shelter. And a lot of amazing people like Amer Dave and a lot of you who have been in my stream and who watch no matter what game I'm playing. Now, that's this type of streamer I want to be. Where no matter what game I'm playing, we're having so much fun and silliness and all sorts of craziness going on here in the stream that people would tune in anyway. And just for the inspiration, for this moment right now, for this moment where I say to you guys,
ready
hang
to
in
serve.
Great timing. Give Grasshopper. Know what? Grasshopper, that was awesome. That was awesome. That was put me in Vault 45. In Grasshopper, because of that awesome timing, give everybody 1,000 Kizcaps mods for that exceptionally great timing. So ready to serve all of you with a little bit of inspiration tonight. Hang in there, because you can achieve those dreams. You got to have that passion, though. And if maybe you don't know what you want to do. Maybe you don't have that passion for anything yet. You don't have anything that inspires you every day. You know what you do? You go do some stuff that you do, and you realize that you hate doing that, and then at least you're making progress. Because now you can check that or put a line through that in your life that, yeah, I don't want to be a dishwasher the rest of my life. I don't want to be digging ditches, right? There's nothing wrong with doing that. There's nothing wrong with doing that. If that's what you do for your life and you are making that bank to try to survive, then that is just fine. Let nobody put you down because of that. But maybe that's not what you want to do. Maybe you don't want to do that for the rest of your life. At least now you can cross that off and say, I don't want to do that. And go out there and explore. Talk with people. See what they do in life. Maybe you want to be a graphic designer, an artist like me. I've been an artist 25 years. Incredible career. When I look back, I go, dang, how did I get so lucky? How did I get so lucky to work with these million-dollar computers and work with some of the top companies in the world? I mean, how did that happen? How did it happen? And I can pinpoint only one thing. One thing that made it happen is because I love doing it. Because I had such a passion for it. Every single day, I would just do nothing but dream about sketching stuff and making stuff and doing graphic design and doing every type of graphic design that you can do. And I've done it all. I've done billboards and all sorts of stuff. Amazing stuff that is phenomenal to look back and say, wow, I did this t-shirt. It was 22 color for Elizabeth Taylor's birthday at Disneyland. How cool is that, right? To put that on your resume. Look, I did this amazing thing, and I did this other thing, and I did that other thing. And I mean, it's so long I could go on and on. But you get the idea. And I'm not trying to impress you. I'm trying to inspire you, right? I don't need to impress anybody. I don't have a big ego anymore. My wife keeps me in check. Wife keeps me in check. I don't need to impress you, right? Because I don't care, really. I don't care what other people think because I like who I am. I'm a decent person. I got no problems now, right? I got no problems. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm not trying to go out there and say, look how awesome I am, right? But I'm trying to inspire you a little bit in your life. Maybe you're having a tough time right now. And you really got to find people who are positive. And you've come across a great bunch of people who are positive here. A bunch of people who will show you some love. Who will show you some love right here in the chat. Here, test this out. Say hi in the chat right now. Watch how many people say hi back. Go ahead, try it out. Try it out. If you've never said anything in my chat, if you just came into my stream and you're like, Kismet, who is this guy? Who is this Kismet guy? Say hi in the chat right now. Watch what happens. Go for it. Try it out. Try it out. Right now. There we go. See? Right there. Look at that. See? A bunch of people saying hi back to you. See, that's how you know that people care enough to take a moment. Now, I've been in some people's streams, and literally they have 10,000 people in there. 10,000 people, or 30,000. Some of the top streamers have like 30,000, like Dr. Disrespect and Alaric and all of them. Nobody says hi back. Nobody says hi back. Nobody acknowledges your existence. And sometimes you go into people who only have 10 people in their stream, and they never say hi back. If you are a streamer, and somebody comes into your channel and says hi, you should have a tag where you can say hello back to them. Like DG Hoster right there. I see Captain Jang saying hi. I see Kellen Mall saying hi to Mad Mag hanging out in the chat. We got Vero Dub. Perfect time to log in right now when Kiz asks to say hi. There you go, Vero Dub. Exactly. Say hi to peeps when they say hello in the chat. Aquatic Pimp saying hello in the chat. We got TR Wink saying hello as well. We got Raz and Red Debut as well. And thank you so much also to the Real Chess Breach for the love. Kick PC making it rain up in here. Making it rain. So again, if you need a little bit of inspiration today, come on into my stream. Hang out in here. There's a lot of amazing people. I try to inspire you every single night to go do what you love to do. Because that passion is what kept me going. For the last 2 years or so, I've been trying to get that partnership. Because I knew once I get that partnership, then it begins my journey. And I can go to my wife and say, look, this is a real deal. This is a real thing. You could actually, like, I mean, I'm probably not going to make as much as I would make if I really worked on my health and then went back and worked for Apple, right? If I went to work for Apple, I'd be making like 6-figure salary right now. I could easily do that, right? Back in the day. But I have so much fun doing this. This is like you're living the dream, right? You're living the dream. You're playing games. You're hanging out with epic people every single night. You're streaming. You're doing what you love to do, and it really shows. It really shows in the stream. It really shows that I love doing what I'm doing, and hopefully it inspires you to do what you love to do every day. So I want you all to take a moment right now and throw that in the chat. Now, also, thank you, big thank you to Real Chess Breeze for that pretty big host there. Thank you so much, bro. Thanks for coming in and showing that love. So I want all of you to put in the chat in one word or a couple words what you love to do. What is your passion in life? Do you like to sew? Do you like to do art? Do you like to hang out at the beach? I'm a big beach guy. I'm a big beach. Anything to do with the water. Whether it's the pool, whether it's the beach, whether it's the river, boating, sea doing, whatever it is, I'm down. I am down. And we're going to the beach. Chewy, we going to the beach, bro. Just so you know. We're going to spend like a couple hours there at the beach. And I wish I had stayed a little bit longer now. I was like, dang it, I should have stayed a little bit longer. But now to change my tickets and the hotel and all of that, it's like impossible to change all of that. But I wish I'd stayed an extra day at TwitchCon. That would have been better. But because I'm going to be exhausted. I'm going to be exhausted going from one thing to another. So let's see what you like to do. Show the love in the chat. Now, whatever you wake up in the morning. Now, every day I used to wake up since I was like 8 years old. I wake up in the morning and I want to learn something about graphic design, right? And I did that every day, all day, every day, since I was 8 years old. Because I had that passion very early on. Because I had seen a printing press and I go, what is that printing press thing all about? And I was like, how do I get part of that? And they're like, oh, well, what you do is you make all this graphic design, and then you put it together, and then you put it on the printing press, and then they print out whatever it is. Magazines, billboards, signs. It's such a massive field, too. It's so humongous. You can be an illustrator. You can be both a artist and a 3D animator and somebody who does all sorts of really advanced graphics and things like that. Really amazing stuff you can do, and I learned all of that stuff. I learned it since like Photoshop began, since like the beginning of Illustrator. Actually, I used to use programs before those programs existed. There's some programs out there that cost $10,000 to do what like InDesign does today, or what Quark Express does, right? It was called Lightspeed back in the day. I got to work on that. I got to work on $10,000 software with $1 million computers. It wasn't my $10,000; it was somebody else's $10,000. But to think about that as a 20-year-old kid, to get to work with $10,000 software and to work with $1 million computers and work with some of the top people in those fields was just like such a revelation to me later in life. At the time, I was like, I'm the stuff. I'm the best thing around. Look at me. I'm making all this money. I'm making this bank. Oh, my gosh. When I look at myself, the ego I used to have. Oh, my gosh. Embarrassing. Fail. Oh, my God. Fail fish. Fail fish, everybody. Fail fish. Oh, the ego. The ego you have when you're young sometimes. So it makes me cringe. It makes me cringe thinking about how egocentric I was. Like, I'm the best, and how it would tear everybody else down to make myself feel better about myself. And I was just, it's like more like a wall, though. You put that ego as a wall. Getting hot in here. Getting hot in here. You put that ego up as a wall to protect yourself against other people. That's why people have that ego, by the way. If they're tearing you down, it's because they just feel terrible about themselves, right? Or they're just a jerk. I mean, that could be that too. But they're just trying to tear you down so they can make themselves feel above you, right? And whenever you tear somebody else down to make you feel above them, you know what? Boom, you drop to the bottom. You drop way to the bottom. You're like the worst person ever because you gotta have to tear someone else down to make yourself feel better. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know why? Because I've already been down that road, and it's a dead end. It leads to no friends. It leads to you being a jerk and hating yourself anyway. So it leads to nowhere. It's a dead end road. Don't go down that road. You know what you do? Left turn, bro. Or is that right turn for you guys? Could be left or right turn for you guys. Whatever. Make a turn. Make a turn and start being positive. Start caring about those people and being that friend that somebody can call in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning, and you'll say, hello? And they'll say, hey, man, I need your help. And you say, I'm on the way. Tell me where you are. I don't even need to know why. You tell me where you are. I'll get on a plane. I'll fly to China if I got to. I'm on the way right now. Boom. That's the kind of friend I am. That's the kind of friend I expect my friends to be. I rarely ever call on them, but I can call people right now. Where's my phone? It's over there. I can call them on the phone right now and say, hey, bro, I need you right now. And it'll be like, okay, I'll be on a plane. I'm on the way. And I'll hang up and be here. They'll be here as quick as possible. Right? Because I need their help. There's not that many people out there who will be that friend for you. But they are out there, and you got to seek them out. Because those are the people who lift you up. The people who come to you and say, I love you. You'd be a great person if you was just an a-hole. Which my friends came to me and said to me that when I was young, right? And of course, a good woman will help you with that, or a good spouse will lift you up in everything you do, right? Because there's people out there who just want to tear you down to make you feel insecure so they can control you. Don't let people control you. You're amazing the way you are. And ladies especially. Ladies especially, don't settle for that guy who just wants to control you. I mean, it's great for a while. You got the bad boy and all of that stuff. But go out there and find a guy who lifts you up, who makes you feel great, who makes you feel great about you no matter who you are. Doesn't matter what you look like, how tall or how short you are, or whether you got some extra energy, as I like to call it, or extra weight on you. Whatever it is, don't let those people tear you down. You're much better than that. You deserve to be treated right? And my wife is number one. My wife is above everything else, my kids and everything, and everybody knows it. There is my wife and there's everybody else. So if my wife needs me right now, I got to go. Just like that. All right? So there's a little bit of inspiration in your day. And I do a little bit of kids talking, especially on Fridays where we're just chilling out, having a good time. But let me go ahead and tour you the rest of the base while we're chatting as well. So go out there and follow that passion, and I'm a living example of that. Now, just so you know, I'm 47 years old. I know, some of you are like, dang, Kismet, you don't look 47. I know, good lighting. When you meet me in person, you're going to see the gray hair. You're going to see that I have a big overbite. You can see that I got a little bit of energy left on my stomach to get rid of, or fat, as they call it. You're going to see that I am not 6 feet tall, because I know in your mind I am like 6'8". I am the best looking guy ever. I am like 20 years old. I am not that guy. I am who I am. I don't play a character here on stream. This is who I am. I'm just the genuine person. And I don't BS people. I shoot it to you straight. If I don't like something, I will tell you. I try to be respectful about it, but if I don't like it, if I don't agree, I will tell you. But of course, I'm respectful in that way. Also, he said they were missing a blade trap. Well, speaking of that, let's go look around and look how we've got our inverse blade traps here. Oh, we're missing one right there. Let's go fix that while we're at it. And this is our mega base here. As you can see, it's multiple levels. You got your base level here. Of course, underneath here is another base. This is kind of the garage level. Then this level here is our kind of our defense layer, where people come up, they fall, or zombies come up, they fall in there. Even radiated mobs get chopped up easy. Chopped up easy. So there we go. Queen of the booty. Queen of booty. 510. 510 booties. Hello to you, Queen of Booty. Everybody say hello to the Queen in the chat. So yeah. Yeah. Watching Kismet is my passion, says Grasshopper. Oh, there we go. Kismet prances through the beach sand. There you go. We're going to be Pacific Ocean, bro. That's where I'm from. That's the only thing I miss from California is the thing. Kismet, did you ever get to work with Steve Jobs? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But my mom, in 1977, 1979, 1978, 79, got to meet Steve Jobs when the Apple II came out way back in the day. Pretty amazing. I've never met him. Don't know him personally. Don't know any of the corporate heads of Apple. I was just one of hundreds of thousands of people who worked there. By the way, just about every single person, or actually every single person I met, was truly exceptional. They hire what's known as AAA people, or the top of the best of the best. And when you're working with people who are the best of the best, it brings you up as a person, right? It brings you got to step up. You got to step up and be at their level, right? And then they're stepping up their level, and you're stepping up your level, and you're just trying to be better at what you do all the time, and you're learning from them, and they're learning from you, and you got this awesome collaboration going. It was truly one of the most... oh, God, I'm going to start to cry. Hold on. Not going to cry. It was one of the most amazing times I've ever worked anywhere. Because I worked with just exceptionally great people. Now, I've had amazing jobs along the way where I've worked with exceptional people. And again, I'm all the way back to the very beginning of my career when I was a stock boy. I got to work with amazing people who showed me how to, at component level, take computers apart and put them back together and all of that stuff. I learned a lot because I would just go in there and I'd say, oh, you just teach me, right? And then when I went and worked with those $1 million computers, I would work on the desktop, the Mac level or the PC level, right? The mini computer. And then I would go into where the $1 million computer is, and I said, is it okay if I just sit in here and lunch and watch what you guys are doing? And they said, yeah. So I would sit in there every day and just watch what they were doing during my lunchtime, and eventually said, well, come over here, Kismet, here, let me show you something. And I started working on a $1 million computer. $1 million computer. And then eventually they trusted me enough to say, you know what, you can just run your own stuff through. So I would take it from the desktop, I would run to this $1 million computer, we combine it with all the photos, because back in those days, by the way, hard drives were 40 megabytes. Not gigabytes, 40 megabytes. So you could not do a full layout in them. You could not. You could do the text, and you could get the text all layout, and you put some sample photos in there, low resolution to get it going, and then you would send it to this high-end system, and it would put in the high-res, full quality stuff. Because, they did stuff for magazines. They did stuff, that is really super high quality. Posters and billboards and stuff like that. That was so humongous. That were gigabytes in size back in the early 90s. I mean, that is huge. It barely had hard drives that were big. I mean, they had like 400 megabyte hard drives that were like $5,000. That's how crazy it was back in the day. So there we go. Going to bed, says Radaboo. You have a great night, Radaboo. Thanks for hanging out here in the stream. So yeah. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. $1 million is now $1,000 at Best Buy. Oh no, not even. Not even. You could get a computer now for like $300. That would be better than that computer. For $300, it would be way better than that computer. Yeah, it would. And it would be a lot smaller, too, because that computer literally was in a temperature-controlled room, and there was cables running underneath there. And you ever seen those things in the movies, those giant pack drives or the tape drives that spin? You ever seen those? Those were the real deal. They had those. They had those. Actually, those things weighed like 60 pounds, by the way. They're super heavy. They're called pack drives. And I would take them out of there, and I'd take them out. And those were 300 megabytes. And guess how much each and every one of those cost? $25,000 for 300 megs. I'm not, no lie. It wasn't my 25,000. Somebody else's 25,000. They had like 20 of them too. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And they would take them and put them in there, and then you load it up, and you load the photo up on the screen, and you would edit it, and then you would save it back over there, and then you run it to the tape, and then the tape, you would take the tape, and you run it to the drum scanner, and then the drum scanner would output it to film, and they would take the film, and they would send it off to the printer, and then the printer would go ahead and prep it, and then they'd print it and make a magazine or a poster or whatever they would do. So yeah. Back in the day, this was before the floppy disk. They used the 5-inch floppy disk. You never seen those 5-inch, or not 5-inch, the 8-inch floppy disks. The 5 1/4s were the smaller ones. The 8-inch floppy disk, the really humongous one. They would use, you put those suckers in there to be like that tall. The babies in. I still got some in the garage. Still got some back in the day. So yeah, so that's some old school stuff right there. Don't fight the tears, Kismet. Well, you know, sometimes I get emotional because I'm older. The older you get, the little harder it is to keep that in check. But such is the way life goes, right? All right. Ooh, got that meat stew. We're keeping that meat stew. So let's go ahead and re-prep our bike here. I was going to do something else, but I can't remember. Oh, yeah, the base defenses. Base defenses. We got to go in there. Let's get our wire tool. Let's go ahead and put this blade trap back in here again. All right. All right. Where's it at? Right there. Now, the cool thing is we can put this in from inside here. I'm going to crouch, aim there, bam, we've got it. The only drawback, though, is that we don't have the power run. So to run the power, we can go up here and we can try it. All right, so we've got to find out which one it was. This one back here. That one right there has no wire to it. So we can go ahead and try to grab it from over here. Just right-click, and then get up here, right-click. Doesn't work. See how it's red? Got to be within a certain distance. So we're going to jump down here. Now it's no longer red. Notice the wire now is gray. Then we're going to go ahead and right-click. Bingo. There we go. We got it running again. All right. So again, that's activates automatically. Turns the blade traps on. Chops them up. Makes it so much easier. Up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Will I get out in time? And then that's how you fall into your own blade traps and almost die. There you go. Now notice how we've got a little door there. We got a little thing that flips open. That was a genius idea. It flips open and you jump on it and you can get out of the thing. Because the mobs can't do that. The mobs are not smart enough to do that. Which is pretty cool. That was a chewy blade. Those things are getting broken. Things are getting broken. All my mods. All my mods blades. Dark Angel. Noshke. Jazz Sands. Josie! Oh, Josie, look, you got your own blade. Chewy put you with your own. So, yeah. So, also, Pokey was nice enough to make that for me when I got my partnership. It was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Hey, what's up? Akshaneb. Hopefully I got your name anywhere close to right. Sorry, Kismet, but I was lurking. But dinner was done. Now I'm back. Well, welcome, Raiden. Welcome back, bro. Welcome back. Nothing wrong with grabbing some food. Some food action. Boom. So there we go. There we go. So now you might be going, Kismet, well, what do you do now, bro? What do you do now? Now, sometimes what happens, people get into a game and they get burnt out in it. The reason why they get burnt out in it is because they forget what to do, right? They forget that it's open to their creativity. And that's why some people get burned out into it. I do not get burned out because I have an endless source of creativity, usually. Because what I do is I switch up what I'm doing. I always do something different. Each time I play or each time I do it, I always have a goal of what I want to do. But today, we're just going to chill out and have a good time. On Fridays here, we usually chill out, have a good time, do whatever we need to do. And I want to go out and kind of explore a bit more today. So we're going to go do that. And, of course, look at this. We came down, found that city up there. Got a city there, city over here. Now we got that one down there. Of course, we traveled up here, around here, all the way down, all the way up over here, and we found all the way the edge of the map. And the map is actually round. For those who missed it earlier, I found that the actual map, the random generator map, is actually round. You're actually contained within a little round space, and then anything beyond that runs into the radiation zone. So you're stuck in this little circle, in theory. Now, I've only done the top edge, as you can see. I went all the way around that top edge. But I think in a future one, I'm going to try to reveal the entire map and see what happens. Try to see what happens. Because that's some serious amount of exploring right there. Now, for me, what I would do is I would go and I would explore the outside edge of the map. I would also try to find the way to go from wherever I am back to my particular base. Now, we were lucky enough to find our way back fairly easy. We were way up here today. We moved our way down. We went this way, went a little bit too far this way. We're like, wait a minute, hold on, we're going too far. And then we kind of cut, we could have just cut straight across this way, like that. Across there probably and made our way back. But we made our way around. We found ourselves this city. We crossed over this way. Because this world is huge. It is massive. Now, you got to think. You got to think in this game. Now, this is what makes this game amazing. This is what makes 7 Days to Die amazing. That I could go to every one of those cities. And I could tear the entire thing down. That's one of the things I don't like about Fallout 4, though I love Fallout 4, one of my favorite games of all time, is that you can't go in and take all the houses down. You can't go into Sanctuary and knock them all down. Because I want them all to be knocked down. And I want to rebuild it all from scratch. Because that's what I want to do, and this game allows me to do that. If I want to build a big, giant mega base from scratch, I can. Look at how big that is. It's massive, right? I can build... Oh, hold on. We got a parade going. We got a parade. Let's go watch the parade. Don't go breaking my stuff. Come on, parade right in here, suckers. So they're walking straight toward the base, which is awesome because it doesn't matter from which direction they come. They'll simply walk right into the base. Now, some people like to do pits where they fall in the pit or like that. Don't need pits. You make your own pit. Just make it at an angle, right? Make it at an angle, and they'll walk in there, fall in there, and then die. Now, sometimes they manage to get by. I think actually I'm going to remove the bottom level next time and make the bottom level totally square. What are you doing out there? Just dancing on the edge. Trying to make her fall in there. Oh, here we go. Steven Plays Horn coming in. Says, guess what, Kismet? Oh, elbow drop on the bid boss coming in, blowing it up. Look who's the bid boss now. Now, of course, you are the bid boss at the end of the night. You can get 10,000 Kids Cap toward those contests and giveaways. Kismet and his wonderful viewers and mods, I'm finally back. Welcome back, the amazing Vault Boy, longtime supporter of the stream, amazing guy in his own right. Thanks for hanging out. Now, if you are new to my stream, by the way, my name is Kismet. It is right here. If you want to interact with me, it's super easy. Here's what you do. You use my name.
Just to let you folks know, the Trader Joel's will be closing soon.
We're going to move away from the trader so I don't have to wait for that every time in our next build. Go ahead and put Kiz or Kismet in the chat. It'll highlight in red, and then I know you guys are talking to me, right? Instead of talking to each other. You know, also, it'll attach to the top of my chat so I never miss your comment or question. If I get busy doing stuff or I'm talking on stream, I will come back to it. I will come back to it for sure. So there we go. There we go. Feel free to do that. And welcome back, the amazing Vault Boy. Kismet, what is the first weapon to make in 7 Days to Die? The bow, Raz. Actually, the club and the bow. The first one to make as part of that first kind of quest.
Trader Joel's is now closed.
Love the stream, kids. Oh, thank you, Stephen Plays Horn. I appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and take that, of course, and put that in my nice things that people say. The things that literally saved my life, by the way. Literally saved my life. I'm not stuck in the bed right now where my wife has to take care of me for the rest of my life because of every little nice thing that somebody said to me. Oh, now I'm really going to start crying. Every little nice things that people said to me in my stream, that I kept all the nice stuff and ignored all the mean stuff. Because some people come in my stream like, hey, old guy, go get yourself a real job. Been a graphic designer for 25 years. I have a real job. Made more money than people make in a lifetime. Achievement unlocked, bro. Achievement unlocked. My channel's the worst to troll in. Mine's the worst because I don't care. It's not like I'm a little teenager. You're going to come in here and get me all upset and make me bang my keyboard and say, oh, why you treat me so bad? Bro, I've already unlocked stuff that they're dreaming of doing in their life. I'm super lucky in my life. And especially awesome people like Steve Playhorn come in and say nice things like that. Love the stream. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Let's say hi to him in the chat, everybody. Let's say welcome him to the Kismet Army in here. Hey, mate, probably the first weapon making time does, stone axe and the shovel and the wood club. Yeah, the wood club is the first one typically that you want to work with, but of course the bow is the one I like the most. I really like the bow in this game. I haven't got into the compound bow because it takes up too much of the screen. And then also the automated rifle, the new rifle they added recently and a bunch of patches ago. What's the name of that rifle? I forget. Let me go look. What's the name of that new rifle? Hey, Ro, what's the name of the new kind of automated gun? It's not the SMG, it's the other one. What's the name of it?
AK-47?
Yeah, AK-47, that's it. Yeah, the AK is the other one that a lot of people use. Now, I like the 44 Magnum, which is pretty fun, as well as I love the sniper rifle. I'm an incredibly great sniper, both in-game and also out of game, so watch out. Don't be sneaking up on my house. Might sniper you. Thanks, Kismet. Yeah, Kiz, I am more of a crossbow SMG sniper rifle I use these days. Yeah, I haven't really got into the crossbow. I'm trying to use it. I find the crossbow one is better when you're hip firing versus when you're aiming. I don't like to aim with most weapons, except for the sniper. I like to hip fire with the crossbow. And I'm so bad that I will use the regular bow with just regular ammo like 90% of my playthrough. Which is pretty funny. Oh, look at my mods bossing it up. Wow, I'm looking at my mod chat. Those guys are bossing it up. Sorry to hear that, crazy, bro. Everybody show some crazy, some love in the chat. He needs a little bit of love today. Let's show him some love in the chat. Kismet, I started an 8-player dedicated server. I played today, and the map seems smaller. Is there a server command that makes the map larger? I have never seen a reason why the map is smaller. My map is a default map. I haven't changed anything. It's randomized. I haven't changed the size of the map. I haven't even thought of doing that. I just use the default size. Mine is pretty big. Mine's pretty massive. And right now, it's just 2 of us on here, but we have sometimes up to about 15 people onto the server because they got real life, you know, they got stuff to do. But as you can see, it is fairly big. It is humongous. It is massive. So I don't know why you feel like you have a smaller server. I don't know if there's actually a setting that changes that. I'll have to look into that. I'll make a note of that. There's another thing you'll know about me is that if I don't know something, I will tell you I don't know. Because you're never going to learn something new if you don't have the freedom to say that you don't know. Some people are like so paranoid about saying that they, you know, that people are going to treat you bad if you say you don't know. I don't know. I never tried it. I will try it. I'll go look. Right? So there we go. Let's see. Make a note of changing map size in 7 days to die. Bam. I will research that off stream. I'll take a look at it. So there we go. Crazy. Show them lots of love. Kismet, what do you do for your main career before you were a streamer? Great question, Axis. I was actually just... See that, guys? See that? How I just, like, said that whole thing earlier? And then... That's why they call me Kismet. I just explained the whole thing. That was a graphic designer and all of that just a bit ago. But yes, I've been a graphic designer for 25 years. And that's why they call me Kismet, by the way. Because I usually explain stuff before somebody asks me the question. I don't know what it is. I don't know why that is. It's just a weird thing that happens in life for me that I will explain stuff. You'll see it happen to me all the time in the stream. I'll be explaining something, and then I'll look over the chat, and somebody will ask me the very question I've done. There we go. Speaking of it, boom, coming in. Bam, a Rooney. Oh, look, and taking a bite out of that bit boss. Look out. Thank you so much, Calaziopia. Woot. Exactly. So I've been a graphic designer for 25 years. I've done everything in the field you can do, from little labels for like nail polish to cereal boxes to full magazines, brochures, billboards on the side of there. I've done a lot of stuff for music companies, for like Motown, Capitol Records. I've done stuff for Disney. I've done stuff for comic books. I've done t-shirt designs. I've done really complex ones too, like 22 color t-shirt designs. I've done just about everything you can do because I was so obsessed with it. I worked about 30 years worth of work in my 20s. Because I was so obsessed. I was a workaholic. I loved doing it, though. I loved it like right now. I'm working 7 days a week, all day, every day. Of course, I do spend time with my wife and family and try to balance all of that stuff as well. But I love it so much that it's not work. Every day I wake up and I'm like, man, what am I going to do today? Like, I got to work on some sub badges today. For those of you who are watching, like Josie, got to see me and another artist collaborate. And there's something magical that happens, just like in games. There's something magical that happens. I'm going to get my forges going while I'm talking. There's something magical that happens when people collaborate, right? Whether you're like in an MMO and you're taking down that epic boss, right? Because everybody's working together and they're not standing in the acid and they're moving around, they're healing each other, they're looking after each other. I think that's what I do best. I facilitate great people. Like Ro is amazing. He's amazing. He's a great person. He works together with other people. Same thing with Gwen and Eternal Lone Wolf and Chewie and Sister Wolf. And I mean, I can just go down a long list. They all work together really, really well. And that's what I do best. Now, am I the best at every single game? Absolutely not. Sometimes I'm not even decent at some games. But I'm great at putting amazing people together because I know the secret. The secret is great people attract other great people. So if you get somebody like Ro, then other people want to play with Ro, and other people want to play with you, and then other people want to play with Gwen, and other people want to play with you on your server, right? And I think that's probably the best thing that I do. Put amazing people together and let them have fun together. So there we go. Speaking of amazing people, Clevenger SC says, you know what? I've got my one and only Prime, but I like you so much, Kismet, that I'm going to press that subscribe button and use his Prime. Thank you so much for that love. Now, here in my stream, and we're going to show some love to Crazy, too, as well as Clevenger here, SC. We're going to show him some love in the very unique way that we do it here in the Kismet Army. Welcome to the Kismet Army, by the way. If you guys have hit that follow button tonight, you are now part of the Kismet Army among these amazing people hanging out here in my chat. So we do something very unique here in my stream. I call it the Kismet Love Train. Well, we take your love. We amplify it all together. Everybody in the entire stream right now, I want to see you take that love and amplify it. And you got to go ahead and put his name in there. Put your favorite emotes from your favorite streamers in the chat. Now, Saltbot going to tell you the same thing in just a second. Because we're going to get on that love train, everybody. One of my favorite things to do. It just makes me feel great. Hopefully, it makes you all feel great every time you do it. Because you know what? You're going to make somebody's night right now. You're going to make his night for hitting that subscribe button. I'm telling you. Come with us right now. Get on the love train. Let's go.
Saltbot here. It is time for the Kismet love train. Put at, and then the awesome person's name in chat along with your favorite emotes from your favorite streamers. They will fly all over the stream to show support for all the love.
Let's get on that love train, everybody! Let's go! Throw that in the chat. Let's go. I also see a question. My 7 Days to Die server doesn't show up in the game server list. How can I fix it? Use IP numbers. Use IP numbers. That works a lot easier if you have a custom server. Now, if you're just serving it yourself, then you've got some sort of problem. You've got to find the name of it and let it show up. Also, I would go on to the 7 Days to Die thing or Google that and say, my server's not showing up. I'm sure that somebody else had the same problem as you. I usually just go straight by IP numbers. I do not look in the list. So I find the IP of our server. I put the IP and then the port number in. That's how I find it. And then once I find it, I then favorite it so I can have it for later. So that's what I suggest. Haha, Kismet, Calixopia, yeah, welcome. Axis, bold as love, says Kismet. Started that 8-page desert. What did you do in main career? I was a graphic designer, 25 years. Axis says, Kismet, do you have kids? How many boys, girls? I do have kids. I am super lucky. Now, in my case, turn that love train down just a little bit. In my case, I started very late on children. Now, I was never going to have children, never going to get married. Ever. That was never Never going to happen, right? But then, of course, you meet a beautiful girl or a beautiful boy or a wonderful boy, hopefully who treats you right. Doesn't treat you like a thing, right, ladies? Doesn't treat you like a thing, treats you like an equal, knows that you have thoughts and feelings and that you are amazing. And you know where all the sexy is on the ladies, guys? All the sexy is right here. Go swim in those eyes. Go swim in the beauty of a woman. I tell you, all the sexy is right there. I'm telling you, look her in the eyes. Tell her she's amazing. Treat her like she's the most important thing in your life, right? So, I've been with my wife 25 years. She is the number one thing for me. So, after a while of being together, she started looking at those babies going, oh, they're so cute, those babies. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go, ladies. You know what I'm talking about. And guys, you know what I'm talking about. So, of course, me and my wife been together. We got married, all of that kind of stuff. And then eventually we decided, okay, I think we're adult enough. We grew up enough that we could have kids. Because, you know, when you're young and you have children, you're still young. You're still learning, right? You're still trying to be an adult. Now, you think you just instantly turn to an adult when you hit 18 or 21? You don't. You don't turn into an adult until you start treating other people properly. Until you can treat other people and you care about other people in your life more than you care about yourself. Right? Unconditional love. Like a dog or a cat has. Well, mostly dogs, occasionally cats. Right? That have that unconditional love for somebody else. Right? And that you care about them more than yourself. Right? I care about my wife more than myself. Now, if somebody says something to me, you suck, blah, 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 blah. But if somebody says something to my wife, now they've stepped over the line. They stepped over the line, and I will not stand for that ever, including my children. Including my children. If they're disrespectful to my wife, boom, that's it. You're time out. Like that, instantly. You're time out. You're out of there, bro. And if you want to do something, guess what? You don't get to do it. That's another thing with your kids. They got to earn the right to go do stuff, right? They want you to take them to the water park, but they're being disrespectful to mom. Guess what? They're not going to the water park. Too bad. Not taking them to the movies. Not taking them to the park. Not taking them anywhere. Not going to do anything. They can sit at home and stare at the wall until they're ready to be respectful to their mama. Because that's the way it is. That's rule number 1 in the house. Treat people with respect, especially the mama. That's the way it goes. You guys, you got children, you got to put that in their minds early on in life. Because that's not, I don't consider that to be acceptable at all, to disrespect your parents who are going to literally spend $500,000 on raising you. $500,000 it costs. You got to think they're going to raise you over 18 years. So they have to spend money on food and water, and they got to go out and find that money. That money don't just drop in your lap. You don't just pick that money from a tree. That means they got to spend literally thousands of hours at work to pay for you. So call up your parents and tell them you love them. Just take a moment. Right now, out of the blue, out of nowhere, it'll stun your parents. They will be so stunned by the fact that you called them up out of nowhere for no reason. You didn't want anything from them. You didn't need to come wash your clothes. You didn't need $100 or $1,000 or whatever you needed for rent. You didn't need to get Knicks tickets from them. You didn't need to borrow the car. You didn't need any of that stuff. You literally called them up just to tell them that you love them. Oh, man, that makes me emotional just thinking about it. Just thinking about it. You called them up for one reason only. I just wanted to say I love you. I didn't need anything else. Gotta go. Bye. They'll walk around the house for the next 3 days and just be like, okay, what was that all about, right? You'll absolutely stun them. If you want to do something funny, make yourself laugh, go do that. Go do that right now. Call your parents up. It'll stun them. So awesome love train there. Thank you so much for that sub love. Clevenger SC, thank you so much. Let's go back, jump over here. So there's some life lessons for you. Thanks, Kaz, says Axis. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, bro. So yes, I do have children. My oldest is 12. So again, I'm 47. So that means I had them in my 30s, right? My late 30s, right? Yeah, late 30s or mid 30s. And I also have twins who are 9. So I had those in 38, at 38. And my wife had a tough time with both of them. She had C-section on both children, my oldest and also the twins. And I call them the Kismet twins, which is pretty awesome. And they are amazing. I have all girls, and they are a handful. Because when they're young, they're cute and, they're messy. But they're cute and they're wonderful and they don't talk back and they're, they just do as you say and they just love you like you're a rock star, right? But then they transition when they get to about 8 or 9 or 7, 8, 9. Then they're just like nothing but chaos all the time. She took my toy. She did this thing. She looked at me wrong. She's touching me. She's touching my stuff. That's my thing. She's touching my thing. Oh, man. It is just that all the time. It is exhausting, as a matter of fact. That's why I got all this gray hair. You can't see it. Well, maybe you can see a little bit of it over here. A little bit of gray hair. That's what that gray hair comes from. From your kids just constantly. It's like they got to be in the middle of drama all the time. Like there isn't enough drama in life that they got to create drama. Right? It's like this constant state of drama. Some of you parents are going, oh my gosh, Kismet, I know exactly what you're talking about. So don't make it difficult on your parents, people. You want to have a great time. You want to do lots of fun stuff. Here's what you do. It's simple. Don't aggravate your parents. Don't aggravate them. Help your parents. Your parents have it really tough. They got to get up every single day and go and pay for you. They got to pay for it. Now, you might say, well, that was their decision. They decided to have kids. You know what? Be cool about it. One day, you're going to have some kids, and then it's going to be changing perspective. You're going to see through their eyes, and you go, wow, my parents had to change my diapers. They had to teach me to walk. They had to make sure I stayed alive for the whole rest of my life. They had to pay for my schooling. They had to pay for my books. They had to pay for my clothes and my food and power and water and drive me around and actually care enough to spend moments with me, right? Because that's what your kids really want. Your kids just want your time. They want you to be with them and spend a little bit of time with them. I try to spend time with my kids every single day. I pick them up from school. I used to drop them off in the very beginning, but my wife's dropping them off now so I can get more rest so I can work on my health. But I pick them up from school every day. I ask them how their school is doing. We work on homework. I spend time with them every single day because that's all they really want. When they want to do stuff like go to the park and throw the ball and play on the play set and all of that stuff. And the best time to do is when they're young, because when they get to a certain age, as I'm told, I don't know, I don't have any kids that age. When they get to a certain age, then it's less about the family, and it's going to be about them starting to become independent and go off and do their own thing. And then they will be their own independent person, and then you'll rarely see them again. They will go and do their own stuff. Like I don't hang around my parents. My father passed away. My father passed away several years ago, and my mom's off doing her own thing. And my brother, who's several years older than me, is off doing his own thing. I don't see them very much. Now, I'm here in Tennessee. They're in California, which is another reason why I don't see them very much. But I do call them and talk to them on, Facebook, or not Facebook, but FaceTime and, video chat back and forth from time to time. But it's not like you're around them all the time like you are when you're young, right? Where you're constantly around them 24 hours a day. So, yes, I do have 3 beautiful daughters, and they are amazing. They are amazing. They're way smarter than me, luckily. Luckily, they're doing like math and stuff. They're doing like math and stuff that I did like in high school. They're doing it like in 5th grade. In 5th grade, they're doing like, algebra and like geometry and all sorts of stuff. And very, very good. And that's the reason why I moved here to Tennessee, by the way, from California, is because I grew up in California, and I can tell you, I nearly got stabbed or shot every single day I went to school. It was a dangerous place. I got in a lot of fights, a lot of stuff like that. It was always like a battle to not be killed every day, which is not good. Not good. Some of you don't know what that's like, and some of you do. Some of you know what it's like to go and be afraid every day, right? Be afraid for your life every day. That's pretty scary. Pretty scary stuff. And you'd be like, Kismet, you're exaggerating. No, I'm not. I'm not exaggerating, bro. It is a dangerous world out there. But here in Tennessee, they have some of the best schools in the United States, which is pretty excellent, which is one of the reasons why I moved here. Also, my wife's family's from here, and my kids are now 6th generation born and raised here in Tennessee. On my wife's side, anyway. On my side, everybody's born in, like, New York and Iowa and all these other places. They're born in other locations other than Tennessee. But, yeah. Kismet, can we IRL US the chat in to the water park? There we go. That'd be fun, huh? So there you go, Axis. Yes, I have older daughters and all that stuff. By the way, you can see all that stuff down below the stream as well, too. Kismet, I just let go of a brother I had for 35 years. We finally said he was too much of a jerk to try to save. I love your outlook. Can I adopt you as an official brother? Sure, we can be bros, Axis. We can be bros. My brother is the same way. I have an older brother. He's 3 years older. He is like the black sheep of the family. And I love him. He's my brother. I'll never stop loving him till the day I die. But I can't trust him. I can't trust him to not steal stuff. Can't trust him to not make a bad choice. And he lies for dumb reasons. He lies for no reason. He lies because you say, hey, did you take that last piece of gum? No. Why lie about something so stupid as that? We just saw you take it. We just saw you take the last piece of gum. Why lie about such dumb things like that? And then he'll lie over the top of his lies, over the top of his lies. And he's like, he's on this dark road. And you really want to save somebody. You want to help them. And you know, we've tried it many times. Try to say, pull them back from that, right? But people make their own decisions. You can't make anybody do anything. You can support them. You can continue to love them despite their mistakes. But you've also got to watch out. Oh, there's a bunch of bad guys down there. You've also got to watch out that they will try to manipulate you. And they will try to take advantage of your good nature. Which I don't let nobody do that to me. I don't let nobody try to walk all over me. There's a cop down here. Let's get him. Oh! Oh my God! I can't believe I survived that. Oh my gosh! You see that? I fell in the blade trap. Mommy! Oh my goodness. Okay, we're getting a little action up in here, everybody. I meant to go right here, but I hit that edge and fell down in there. Okay. Holy moly, I can't believe I'm still alive after that. Oh my gosh, was that lucky. That was so crazy lucky, you guys don't even know. Holy moly. I meant to just stand right there, but I fell in there because I was talking. Stop that. Woo! All right, got a little bit of excitement going on there. Dang ferals. Now that's a feral mob because she's running during the day. Maybe I should make the mobs run all the time. That would surprise everybody, wouldn't it? All right, now I hear him hitting something down there. So let's go down into the kill box and see if there's somebody down in here. Maybe it's across the way they're hitting something. Whew, all right, that scared me, man. That made me jump. Oh, dog pack. That's what's great about the kill box. Watch this dog pack get owned. Come on, doggies, try to get me. You can get me, neener, neener, neener. Now, I was getting hit by that spike right there, so I don't even need to hit him. So he'll die by the spike. That's why we have those spikes there, in case dogs attack or whatever else comes up. They'll get hit and get damaged by the spikes. Now, you also can turn them upside down, by the way. So they'll come in, they'll stand on top of the spikes, upside down. I feel like that's a little cheating doing that, though. Because, you know, you got the spike upside down, and they're taking damage up on top. Because they take damage on the bottom of the spike. So it feels a little cheating, so that's why I don't do that. But, yeah, to each their own. To each their own. But there we go. So that's why we got the Kismet kill box here to save ourselves against dog packs and stuff. Now, once you stop being afraid of that dog pack, by the way, then you can you have much more power, especially when you're using shift and W and E and Q and all of that to try to dodge left and right and all of that, or W, A, S, and D. W, A, S, and D, and try to dodge it, and then, of course, turn your mouse. Kind of turn it like that, so you kind of spin around them behind them so they can't hit you. So there we go. Action says, Kismet, I'm so sorry. You were answering my question, and an ad came up and played. Can you repeat? Sure. Yes, I have a wife who I've been with for 25 years. And I was never going to have kids or going to get married. But, of course, a beautiful woman will change your mind for that. And she changed who I was as a person, too. I'm a recovering a-hole. I was an a-hole when I was young, very egocentric, all full of myself. I'm the best thing ever. And you know what? I was the best thing ever. I was working with $1 million computers. I had bank like you wouldn't believe. Like I would spend $1,000 in a week like it was just like $10. I would just spend it like it was nothing. Right? Because I was young and I didn't know that people didn't make that much money. Because I was young and I was doing what I loved to do. And I've been doing it since I was 8 years old, being a graphic designer. And I didn't know the difference. I didn't know that that's a lot of money, that's hard to make, right? until certain parts in my life where I had pennies, only pennies to rub together before that, which I knew that it was, you know, fairly difficult, but at the time, I didn't really think about it. I didn't really think about having that much money because I had a lot of money, so I would have it. And it's nice having money, but I was so obsessed with just acquiring money and so obsessed with working that everything else was unimportant to me. It was unimportant to, you know, hang out with a girlfriend. It was unimportant to go and do other things other than just work, which is what I love to do. It was a passion of mine, and it didn't feel like work to me, right? It was like so amazing that I got to do all these amazing things, and I got to work on these computers and do all of this stuff that it never crossed my mind that I would get married with somebody. And of course, then a friend of mine said, "Hey, Kismet, can you take me, give me a ride to the show?" And he's like 50 miles away from me, by the way, because that's the kind of friend I am. He didn't have a car because I had an awesome job and I had an awesome car. So he calls me up and says, "Kismet, hey, let's go to the movies, man. I'm going to go with my girlfriend. You want to go?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, let's go." So they had set me up. I didn't know it at the time. But I said, "Okay, sure, I'll come up there and get you." And there's somebody his girlfriend had met on the bus, right? And I drove up and I picked him up and I went over there and she was standing there in front of the movie theater. And there was like a moment. Let me give you a little audio thing. It was like a moment. Some of you know what I'm talking about. That moment. That moment. And when you look at somebody and you're like, wow, there's something different about this person. There's something that's really amazing about this person. There's some sort of connection. I don't even know this person. Why is there some sort of weird connection like that? Why is it like some sort of like lightning struck you, right? So I went to the movies and it was this person that I met, my wife, my current wife, girlfriend for many years. And it was something different about this person. I just wanted to know everything about this person. And it wasn't like I was just attracted to this person to manipulate them or to have sex with them or whatever it was. It was something different. It was like this person was like uniquely different than everybody else. It was like there's a connection there instantly. And if it hadn't happened to me, I would think you were full of BS. I mean, it happened to me. That's how I know it's real. Some people, like me, got to know, it's got to happen to you to know it's really a thing. So that's what happened. And then after that, I was infatuated and have been for the last 25 years with my wife. I love her more than anything ever, even more than myself. I know. It's amazing. It's amazing that would happen to you. Now, that happened to me in my early 20s, so I consider that like one of the great boons in my life, one of the great miracles of my life, that happened to me so early in my life. And then I had that person to support, and then now she's here to support me back, and me to support her back and forth in the tough times, right? In the up and down times. She's had her up and down times. I've had my up and down times. We've had our up and down times in our life. And we've had lots of down times lately over the last couple years. But now we're kind of coming out of that right now. We're coming out of that because she backed me up. I backed her up. And together you can raise yourself out of even the worst situations. Even if you have medical problems like me, even if you have all sorts of terrible things to you, if your spouse is there for you, if your spouse is there backing you up with positivity and love, right, then you can do anything. You can come back for just about anything, really. Really. It's pretty amazing. Cats or dogs? Dogs. I like cats, other people's cats, but I don't like cats because they're like, screw you. They have that kind of attitude like, screw you. I mean, they're affectionate sometimes, but they're like, bow to me, human, do as I command, right? Where dogs are like, I love you, pet me, I love you, right? That is pretty much a dog. Dog is just like, I love you unconditionally for no reason other than you are the greatest and you feed me, right? That's pretty much it. They don't require lots of extra maintenance or love. Look at this coming in. It's coming in, Mr. Touchdown. Yeah, jump in there and get chopped up. Oh, sniped. This guy out here. Stop that. Stop that. So yeah, they love you unconditionally. That's why I like dogs. But I don't have anything against cats. I like very affectionate cats. Cats who are like, come sit in your lap and all that kind of stuff. I like those kind of cats. I don't like the cats that are like, yo, out of my zone, right? And they're just like, do their own thing and screw you unless they're hungry. And then they come and they bug you when they're hungry. So yeah. So there we go. Kismet, my parents are asleep. Call them anyway. Don't tell them it was me, though. Call them anyway, Grasshopper. Call them anyway. 9 o'clock at night. Call them up. Say, hi, Mom, Dad. Just wanted to take a moment. Say I love you. Because you never know. You might not be there tomorrow. Might not be there tomorrow, and you want to wish that you had called him tonight. You're going to wish it. You can't take it back then. Can't take it back. My father passed away several years ago, but he had a long, long life. 84. 84, was retired 30 years, got to do a lot of the things he loved to do for the whole rest of his life, and really had an amazing life. He's like a man's man, like a cowboy, right? Like a, you know, he had an incredible, incredible life. And he got to do his art. He also worked in the same place for like 40 years. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing if you think about his journey along his life. And he got to do all these amazing things. And he lasted long. I hope I live as long. I got double the amount of years I've already lived to go just to catch up to him. I'm hoping. So yeah. Sorry to hear that your brother is tough. Now, my brother's the same way. Again, all you can do is just love them. And then watch out that they don't try to take advantage of you. Because they will try to take advantage of you. You say, you know what, bro? I love you forever. I always love you till the day I die. But I don't like what you do. You know, because that's what you do to people that you really care about. Is that you respectfully give them some advice. You don't say, hey, you suck, you're an a-hole, I don't like you, right? You don't do that. You say, you know what, I love you, but you lie. I don't like liars. I don't want liars around me. I feel like I don't feel safe when you're around. I don't feel safe because I feel like you're going to steal something out of my house. If I put a $20 bill down on the counter, I have a pretty much good feeling that if I see you, I'm not going to see that $20 bill again. Because you're going to come and take it, and then you're going to lie to me and give me all sorts of excuses. Don't let people lie to you. If people lie to me, boom, they're out of my life just like that. I don't mess with people who lie to me. Don't fool around with people who lie with you. People who are deceitful. Because once you lie, once you are deceitful, people will never trust you again. Ever. Ever. Now, you might be able to win back a little bit of their confidence. Because, you know, you make a mistake in life, it happens, right? You do it once or whatever. But if you're just lying all the time and you're just being horrible to people like that, it is impossible to get that back most of the time. Because you're just being deceitful. And frankly, you shouldn't get it back. You shouldn't get it back unless you earned it back. It's like, you know, earning an achievement. Hey, I'm your friend. And then you lie. You lose that achievement. You got to earn it back again. Grind up in there, zombies. More zombies to shoot. Pick a direction, bro. Forget it. Snipe him. Now, one of the things I don't like is the angle of the bottom of this base because they fall down that edge like you can see. And then I can't shoot them again. So I will be removing that kind of half pyramid that we did. But it was a great test to see if they would walk up that half pyramid and end up in the kill box, which they do. They don't just walk right into it. He's triggering me. He's not dying. He's already dead. I know he's dead because I headshotted him. But he's a feral, so he gets stuck like that. One of the drawbacks of the mobs. But yeah. I clipped it, says Raz. Awesome. So sorry I asked a question, but there we go. I responded to you again. So great questions, by the way, Axis. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. I don't mind people asking me questions. I appreciate everybody hanging out in the stream. Pantalaria saying, I hate lies. Hi, everyone. Yeah, and some people lie for just the dumbest reason. They lie for like, like they take the last piece of gum. No, I didn't take it. I did take it. I took the last piece of gum. Sorry, I didn't know you wanted it. That's what you say. You know what? In fact, next time I go to the store, I'll get you some more gum. I mean, now that person knows that your trust meter went up. By the way, I made that for my kids when they're young to teach them about trust and about lying and not lying. I call it the trust meter, right? So when they are doing something good, then I bring the trust meter up, right? When they're listening to mama and they're being respectful, right? When they're being disrespectful and they're not cleaning up their stuff and they're not doing their stuff they do, then the trust meter goes down. So they get to do stuff when the trust meter is up, and they don't get to do stuff when the trust meter is down. The same thing in life. Every person has a trust meter with you. Every person. So if you walk up to them, like if you see me at TwitchCon and you walk up to me and you say, Kismet, you suck, I hate your stream. Straight down you go. Now, it doesn't bother me, but then when you say, Kismet, can I come onto your server and play with you? I'll be like, nope, because your trust meter is way down here. Now, if you come into the stream, your trust meter is usually in the middle, right? On one way or another. Now, if you say, Kismet, I want to go on your teamwork server. And I'll say, well, I don't know who you are. Sorry, I don't know who you are. I don't have any trust with you right now, right? But if you hung out in the chat all the time, you're saying hi to people, you're a great person, being positive in the chat, and being an awesome part of the community, well, then your trust meter goes up, like my mods, right? My mods have max trust with me right now because they have the ability to give out points. They have the ability to do all sorts of stuff that could really hose my stream if they wanted to. But I trust them, right? Because they've come in, they've been amazing people in here, and I trust all of them, right? To be responsible, right? And their trust meter's all the way up because they hung out, they'd be part of the community, a lot of that stuff. And a lot of people in the stream right here, boom, maximum trust. And some people I don't know. So people you don't know, do that. Now, people that you know you can't trust, sorry, that trust meter's down. Like, I know I can't trust my brother. I know I can't trust him, which is a bummer, right? Because you love that person. You love the person, and it hurts you inside when you can't trust somebody else. It really does. And they don't get it. And they're never going to get it. And that's something to really realize about some people. They're never going to get it. No matter how many times you try to explain to them that this is an important thing, they may never get it. So you just have to not leave your $20 out. And whenever you see them, and they're trying to pull that little pity game on you, like, oh, woe is me, I had this and that, can you give me 50 bucks or whatever, which you know they're going to go use on alcohol or drugs or whatever. You say, no, I'm not going to give it to you. Sorry, I love you. I'm not going to give it to you. Now, if you want to go out to get some dinner, I'll go out and eat with you. Now, here's the trick. If they say, oh, well, I need 50 bucks to go get something to eat. You say, no, I'm not going to give you 50 bucks. But if you want to go out, let's meet you and go out to eat. And then watch as they say, oh, well, no, I don't have enough time. That's how you know they're lying to you, right there. Because if they did, then they would go with you to eat. Or say, you know what, I'll go through the drive-thru with you. Let's go. Let's go through the drive-thru. I'll buy you whatever you want. And they're like, well, no, I just need the money. That's how you know people are lying to your face. And people are really dumb, too. They say, oh, yeah, oh, no, yeah, no, but then they try to pull, well, the wool over your eyes. And when you're young, they can do that. But when you get older, you get a little bit more wiser and a little bit harder to do that. A little bit harder to do it. It's like zombie shoot-a-thon. It's like zombie shoot-a-thon today. Pretty awesome. So there we go. Some life lessons for you guys. A little bit about people and their inability to get it. And the same thing I talk to people about here as a gamer, right? So you might want to be a streamer, right? So I know a lot of you in the chat. Put I'm a streamer in the chat if you stream here on Twitch. I want to know. I want to know. Kismet Hype says Custom Rides. What's up? Thanks for hanging out. We're hanging out. We're having a Friday night chill night. Now on Friday nights, everybody, I chill out. I talk with you guys. I interact with you guys. I love interacting with you guys. Now I usually interact a lot, even during the week, but we do a lot less building and a lot less wandering around. We do a kind of more of a mellow stream where we just chat and have a good time. So remember that about Fridays, okay? Kismet, how often do you need to repair those traps? Every day I log in, I try to repair them, but I forgot. I forgot today. It depends on how many forges you have going. Really. How many forges and how much stuff you have running is how many mobs are going to constantly attack your base. So it's going to vary. But I try to do it every time I log in. I try to get the mechanical parts, the electrical parts. I get some steel right here. And then I get myself a thingy here, nail gun. Nope, I don't want to put that in there. Put that up here. A nail gun. And by the way, you don't have to be the only one to do this, by the way. Anybody can repair your stuff. So, you know, if people see stuff are getting wrecked, everybody should pitch in to repair, not just you. You shouldn't be the only one who has to repair. But as you can see, you can just go around then and repair all your stuff. So I usually repair it, I don't know, depending on how much stuff you have running. I don't know, every 3-4 hours maybe. The blade traps, as long as they come on automatically, you don't have to repair them that much. Because they take very little damage because the mobs are not sitting there hitting it. Now, another thing that I did is I added this ramp in front, right? So they come up and they fall in there. So they don't just come up to the edge of the blade trap and then just start hitting the blade trap until it gets broken. I was noticing that was happening. So I added that ramp, which I had in another build. And I tried that ramp, and it works perfect. They come up in the ramp, they fall in, they die most of the time. Now, sometimes, by some weird coincidence, there's one that needs a lot of work. By weird, they make their way into this kind of crevice in between here. I'm going to eliminate that bottom part of the thing next time. to where you can only shoot them from up above, or you can shoot them up over that second level edge. And we're going to try that in our next playthrough, which is going to reset on Monday. So be here, make sure. Be here on Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be epic. It's going to be another mega relaunch of our servers. I think I'm going to do both the community server, probably do the teamwork server first, and then we'll come back probably a few hours later, and then we'll probably do the community server as well. So I'll probably have the community server off while I'm doing the relaunch of the teamwork server. So anybody who wants to join from the community server who is awesome can join us on the teamwork server as well. Yeah. So real talk up in here. Exactly. We call it the real talk. We get the real feels up in here. So that's what you have with everybody else. So keep that in mind when you're talking with people, right? Keep that in mind when you're talking to people. Oh, Final Nightmare. Oh, long-time supporter of the stream. By the way, I think Final Nightmare, you're my last Patreon supporter, by the way. And I appreciate that love. Appreciate that love. Never unsubscribed from Patreon, by the way. Show Final Nightmare some love in the chat. Kismet, whenever I say that to my parents, they always say, what you after? I know, right? Because as a child, you don't understand that sometimes you need to just be selfless, right? Just say it because you mean it, right? Just because people need to hear that you love them, because they ain't going to be around forever. And you need to tell them that you love them because it's also for you. When you tell somebody you love them, it makes you feel better about you, right? I tell my kids I love them every day. I give them a Kismet bear hug. And I fling them upside down. I put them on my shoulders and I carry them around tickling them. Because that's the way I am. Because I love my kids. They're amazing. They're amazing. They know that I love them. And I love them all equally. I don't have a favorite. I know some people are like favorite kind of person. I don't have a favorite. I love them all. And I tell them that love never runs out. It's an infinite thing. I will love them forever. Always. Even when I move on and am no longer alive, they will still have that love with them always. Because you carry it around with you. Well, all the people who loved you in your life, you carry it around with you. Some of you know what I'm talking about. That's getting me real emotional now. Oh, watch out. Watch out. Grasshopper coming in with a make it rain. The make it rain. So there we go. Identify with a 1 year and 1 month. Look at that boss mode follow right there. Pinky Blood says, I'm a streamer, but you knew that. I did know that, Pinky. We came and showed you some love. Everybody show some love to Pinky in the chat. Let's give Pinky a shout out, mods. Pinky, amazing streamer, by the way. Amazing streamer. Go over there and show Pinky some love. Just do me a favor right now. Anybody who put I'm a streamer in the chat from earlier, scroll back up and just click on their name, hit follow, and check them out the next time they go live. Especially Pinky right there. We went over there, showed her some love. Crazy great streamer as well. One of the things I love to do is not only do the love train on here for people who hit that sub button, who also show the love here in the stream, donate to get my mods at TwitchCon, whatever it is. All donations, by the way, right now, if you hit that tip button, is going to my mods. I've been doing that for I don't know how many months now. It'll be about like a total of 5 months. That is just going to my mods so that they can get to TwitchCon, so I can repay them for all the kindness that they have done behind the scenes and all the hard work that they do. Like right now, Josie hanging out handing out those Kiz caps. And of course, Crazy and everybody else hanging out as well. All my mods helping out behind the scenes so I can get them to TwitchCon. But yeah, that is what I love to do, is to go out and not only have the Kismet Love Train here, but also to go show it out to other streamers. I've literally, over the last 2+ years, now almost 2.5 years, I have rated hundreds of people, hundreds and hundreds of people, to give them the same feeling that I got when I was starting off as a streamer and said, yes, I want to be a real streamer, right? I want to be a professional streamer. Now, as somebody who was 47 years old, 45 at the time, that is a very big goal, because my chances of doing that was probably about 1 to 5% chance that I would get partnership, right? Because I'm older. I'm not no pretty girl with big boobs or pretty guy. I'm an older guy. You know, and people look at me and they say, oh, who's this old guy, or this kind of thing, right? And you got to overcome that. And you got to use that against people too, right? Or use it as a joke, right? You got to own it, who you are, basically is what I mean. So when people come in and say, yeah, Kismet, you're old, you go, yep, I am. I'm older. I'm not old. I'm not old. You're only old when you lose the passion for what you love to do in life, I find. You're old when you give up. When you decide, nah, I'm just going to do bare minimum in life. That's when you got old. And whether you're 18 or whether you're 40 or whether you're 90, that's when you get old. For me, I said, you know what, this is what I love to do, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to keep following that passion. And I'm relentless. That's what was great for me. I would keep on going. Had I not got by my partnership a couple weeks ago, I would have still kept going. I would have still kept going. If it took 5 years, that's what I would have done. If it was 10 years, that's what I would have done. Because you know what it does? It inspires me to get out of the bed every day and to do what I love to do. And that's what you should do. You should have something in your life that does that. A person, a place, a thing that allows you to do that every single day. Every single day. And some of you know, you got to take the tough jobs. I'm not gonna BS you that life is an easy thing. It is not. Sometimes you got to take the Walmart greeter job. Sometimes you got to take the dishwasher job. Sometimes you got to work at a fast food joint just to make ends meet. Just a thing. And there's nothing wrong with that, and don't let nobody make you feel bad about it. Right? If you're working at a fast food place and you're like, man, this job sucks, just know that you should learn everything there is to know. Because everything you learn there is going to help you in the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. It's like leveling up, right? You always should be leveling up your skills every single day. Every day I get up, trying to level up my skills, right? I'm pretty high level, though. Watch out. I'm like boss level, so look out, because I level up every day. So do that in your life. Try to level up your skills every single day. And some of those people who are really awesome, like Pinky, go show her some love. Show her some love. Hit that follow button. Sight on seed on my word alone. Go over there, show that love. Check out her stream the next time she goes live. Oh, thanks, Kismet. You're such an amazing person. I'm so glad to have met you. Much love. Oh, thank you, Pinky. Now, see, I inspire other people like that. But then they inspire me right back. Now, here's the thing. When you inspire other people, they'll bring that right back to you. Oh, more dogs. Look at this. Get in there, doggies. That's a double pack right there. That's a double pet pack. Now, my next one, I'm going to do a vertical blade traps so I don't have to come over and kill these dogs every time. Sometimes they just wander around under the blade traps. Now, you know they're all dead when they automatically turns off. I think that's cool every time it just automatically turns itself off. There's something really cool about that. Something really cool. We're just going to stand here and shoot mobs all night, apparently. But yeah, people will come in, and not only when you inspire them, they'll inspire you right back. Every time someone said something nice in my chat, I grab it. I grab it out of the chat, and I put it in my nice things that people say. I have literally hundreds of them. I'm on the neighborhood of 1,000 of them now. You can go check them out down below the stream. There's a button you can click right there, the nice things that people said in my chat for like 2 years plus. So like Pinky, I just took that Pinky and I put that in my nice things that people say. I read 5 of them every single day, and they inspire me every day to just keep going. Because some days you get out of the bed and you're like, oh my gosh, I just want to go back and I want to lay down, right? Those days. Or you had a bad day yesterday and you're like, oh, it's going to be a terrible day today or whatever it is. Those are the things that can inspire you every single day. When you've got positive people around you, you attract other positive people as well. They show up. Now, if you're negative all the time and you're always making people feel bad, then people who are good around you are going to be the same people as you, making you feel bad all the time. So watch out for that. You are a magnet. You attract whatever you give out, right? Do unto others as you want them to do to you. You want to treat them horribly? Well, I guess you want to be treated horribly, right? You probably don't. I would imagine you don't. You want to be treated wonderfully, but you want to treat everybody else horribly, right? I'm not like that. I'm at the age now. See, it's taken me a long time, by the way. It's not like I knew this in my 20s, right? It's taken me a long time to realize that I don't have to care about anything. I don't answer to anybody. I can do whatever I want in my life. I answer to no one. If somebody says, what kind of weird geek are you? You play games? Yep, I do, and I love it. I have a passion for it. I love to do it every single day. It's something that lights me up inside. It's something that makes me excited about every day. And if it's not your thing, that's fine. But I don't let their negativity go right here. I don't carry their negativity around. It's not my job to carry other people's negativity around. Knock that sucker off of there. Don't carry it around. Why are you carrying other people's negativity around? Look at this. Got none. I carry none of that around. I don't carry it around in some sort of negativity backpack and try to weigh myself down. Why do that to yourself? Forget it. Cast it off. Cast off all that negativity of every person who's ever said anything negative to you. Cast it all off, because it's not your job to carry it around. It's not your job to turn them around and make them a positive person. It is your job to be positive and to seek out other people who lift you up and not tear you down. That's what life is all about. And I have a lot of people in real life, a lot of great friends who are like that, who I could call right now and who'd be here instantly.
Just to let you folks know that Trader Joel's will be closing soon.
Got to move away from the trader next time. But there you go. You don't need looks, you have wisdom. Well, thank you. I think. Kids, like a fine wine, you're better with age. This is true. This is true. See, I don't look at people as their age, and I see people, I can see it in their eyes. When people look at me, I'm older, I still got a bit of pounds on me. They look at you in such a way. And some of you know what I'm talking about, right? So we're going to talk a bit about people are from, right? Sometimes you're overweight. People look at you like, who's that overweight person, right? You can see it in their eyes. The way they talk to you and the way they treat you, right? Who's that overweight person? Who is that? By the way, my grandmother, she weighed 400 pounds. She was literally the fat lady in the circus. She literally was, just so you know. And I saw people treat her horribly, horribly. But then I got to see things from that perspective. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot from that. How horrible people can be to other people just because of the way they look. Just because the way where they're from. You know, they're tall, they're small, they're just constantly trying to put you in a box that says, oh, you're this type of person. You know what? I'm not that type of person. I am not that person that you're trying to put me in that box. I am a whole lot of different things. And I'm not just one thing. Because you are amazing the way you are, right? No matter how tall you are, no matter how small or tall or how wide or thin or whatever it is you are amazing the way you are. And that's who you're supposed to be. I am supposed to be who I am. And it's taken me a long time to learn that this is who I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be this tall. I'm supposed to look like this. I'm supposed to be the person that I am. Now, of course, losing a little bit of weight does help my conditions. So that does help. But I consider it extra energy. So I just burn off that extra energy, and then I don't have that extra weight. It does work pretty good. It does work pretty good. It's simple. It's not that complex. So there you go. Kismet wouldn't need looks anyway. He's the overseer. That's true, Rated. That's true. As the overseer, I get to dish it out. Rad Roach says, Kismet, you're probably the most motivated and energetic person I have seen, Kismet. Thank you, Rad. That's because you guys know I ain't lying. You guys know that I'm the real deal because I shoot it to you straight. And I've been there, done that, right? I've been there in the same conditions that a lot of you have that sucky job, or have terrible medical conditions that you have to suffer through every day. Mine will never go away. My vertigo and sleep apnea will never go away. And I've tried the CPAP machine and all of that stuff, but I have found a way. I have found a way because I didn't give up. Because I said, no, this is just a problem that I need to solve, and I'm going to find my solution to the problem, because that's all that life is. It's a series of problems to solve. If you've got that friend who's always being mean to you, that person's not your friend, number one. But you need to call him out on it. Say, yo, bro, every time I talk to you, you treat me terribly. I love you. I think we could be amazing friends, but why do you treat me so bad? Gotta be strong. And then watch them be incredibly shocked. Watch them be shocked, and they're like, whoa, because they may not have realized it. They may have not realized how poor they were treating you as a friend. You were always there for them. They're never there for you, right? That's not a friend. A friend is always there for you. Again, my friends call me right now, say, Kismet, I need your help. I'll say, sorry, everybody, got to go. And I'll go. I'll get on a plane right now if that's what I got to do. Those are the friends you need to find in life. People are bringing you up. And thank you, Rad Roach. I put that in my nice things that people say. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And again, tonight we're just chilling. As you can see, I'm just standing up here sniping stuff at this point. Good night, Custom Rides. Thanks for hanging out. USS Sally said, good evening or morning, Kismet. How are you? I am doing awesome. We're having a nice chill night tonight. It's about 1 a.m. for me. I do need to actually change my cut here. Thanks to my mods reminding me. I'm going to go ahead and, if you're watching this on YouTube much later from now, when eventually it updates or uploads, make sure to watch for the next one. Be right back.